What up, Fight World? Your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Listen, congratulations to Andy Ruiz. He just stopped Anthony Joshua's 7 reasons, you pieces of shit. All of y'all, old media. I told you. This is Ego Stradamus, bro. I told you. Shit too easy. Fuck you, pay me. Listen, I told you. Joshua got stopped in the 7th round, bro. You not fucking with new media. Bro, I don't want to hear it. Bro, I told you, didn't I tell you old media was dead, bro? I called it. I'm like, damn, y'all sleeping on Andy Ruiz, though, for real. You know? That's a major hit. Listen, this was a disastrous Eddie Hearns card. Disastrous. Let me tell you why. You look at the fight with Tommy Coyle. He got stopped by Chris Algieri, who's not even, a real notable puncher. Errol Spence stopped him and stuff. Ruiz badly hurt him. He stops Tommy Coyle. Delphine Pearson beat the hell out of Katie Taylor and was robbed. The best performance clearly was probably Josh Kelly got a draw, and you could have argued that Ray Robinson beat him, He didn't look his best, he didn't look as sharp offensively. Katie Taylor really lost. Caleb Smith did his thing, but he was a super middleweight fighting a middleweight who always gets dropped. So, I can't really, you're not doing that to David Benavidez or, Caleb Plant or even the Uz Katagi, bro. This the real deal. Then Anthony Joshua, bro, this was bad. This is bad. So, Katie Taylor really lost. She definitely lost. To me, and just look on the internet. I already did my video about that. Josh Kelly arguably lost. Tommy Coyle actually lost. And, Caleb Smith had a mismatch of a fight, but he did his thing and he looked good. And then Joshua lost in the main event. Bro, that's a bad look. That's what I told. Everything I said is now starting to come into, and I unfortunately, y'all can send me the money. But I won't. It's going too fast, so I won't be able to. This man Joshua got knocked down 4 times, people, by Andy Ruiz on a 5-week worth of training. This wasn't a full camp. This one wasn't like Andy Ruiz. Hey, shout out to La Raza. Shout out to Viva Mexico. Shout out to La Raza. This man Andy Ruiz got dropped hard in round 3. Hard. Looked like he was done for. Like, like Povetkin and shit. This motherfucking Mexican heart is out of this world. Because he got up big boy style. And Joshua tried to, it's my opportunity. Because I told you, AJ is a front runner. I could see this shit. AJ is a front runner. So he tried to, pile it on, get the stoppage. And Andy Ruiz caught him with some short shit, which I told you in the 7 reasons. You got to look at Andy Ruiz's fast hands. You can't do that. You're a smaller person. You're trying to just take him out this world and shit. This dude is small and he's fat, so you're not expecting him to be, quick like he is. And the worst thing you could do is try to buffalo a wounded animal. Go get a dog that just got his leg ran over and then is in an alley and you're trying to rescue it. That dog's doesn't know, it's shook up, it's hurt, it's bleeding. The wounded animal shit, you got to watch out for that. Andy Ruiz caught him with some shit. It was like a temple shot. And Joshua is this weird pattern. Joshua, when he gets hurt, it's like a weird way his equilibrium. It reminds me of Amir Khan. Like, when Amir Khan gets hurt, his legs are always like crazy. Like he falls weird and shit. You know what I'm saying? Joshua got his bell rung up top, and then it looked kind of like the Klitschko, but it looked kind of worse than the Klitschko knockdown, the first knockdown. He was like, ugh. It's like his body just like gave up or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? Changed the fight around. Then Joshua gets up. He's like damn, I just got knocked down. Gets up, credit to that. Gets back up. Then Ruiz drops him again in round 3. I'm like, okay. And then for the rest of the fight, Joshua's output was like stupid low. Bro, Joshua had a really weird game plan to begin with too. Joshua came out super timid. You could tell he was nervous, which is what I told you. I said some guys just got the gift. Floyd Jones Jr., Floyd Mayweather. Floyd always looks composed. When he's hurt versus Shane Mosley, it don't matter. Floyd looks composed. I even said this stuff in the 7 Reasons. See, people they sleep on the 7 Reasons, but I'm giving you the wealth of knowledge, right? I'm giving that to you. It's not just picking, because that's 50-50. Anyone can pick someone. I'm breaking down what I see, and then if you listen, go run it back. Go play, listen to 7 Reasons. I'm like, I question Joshua's mental fortitude. If things aren't going his way, is he a front winner? Is he a front runner? Meaning, if it goes right for him, he's doing good, or when it's not, he don't know what to do. I.e., Kovalev Ward type shit. Kovalev, when he's crushing motherfuckers, it's all good. But when Ward would not back down, then you seen the bully not act like a bully. Sports psychologists and physios and I don't want to fight in America, stamina issues. I told y'all. 7 Reasons, 7 rounds. I told you guys. Don't ever come to my page again. All the people who doubt me, all the people who's talking shit, all the people who's like, oh, Wilder's ducking, meet with me. All that shit, don't ever come to my page again. Ever. Yeah, don't hide Manny Ortiz. That's my guy. I don't know what y'all doing in the comment section. So just run me my money, send me super chats, because you already know what it is. I predicted this whole shit, bro. And this wasn't even a full Ruiz camp. You have to look at the other angles, New Media, Eagles Army, the other angles that I said. For example, I specifically told you, I said, you really want me to believe that Eddie Hearn and Team Joshua really wanted Luis Ortiz with late notice to prepare for him. This is what they were saying to me. They're like, oh, Luis ducked in 7. You really want me to believe that? Just think about it right now. You really wanted me to believe that 7, no, it was like 5.5 week camp. They wanted to switch to a southpaw from Gerald Miller, which is a totally different style and everything, bro. And you're like, yeah, Luis ducked it. Crazy. Major hit for DAZN. Bro, I predicted like all of this. I told you Ruiz has fast hands. He don't come to fuck around. He got heart. He got dropped. That would have, if he didn't have heart, that way he would have stayed down. He showed you that, bro. I told you if Wilder were to fight him, he's the biggest punch. He a bigger puncher than Ruiz and anybody else, and he an inch taller. He's an inch taller than Joshua. Joshua got dropped 4 times by a guy who's 5'11". I told you this wasn't going to be a good look. I said at the very least, Andy Ruiz will come out with some new fans. And like a true Don, the true Don that I am, when they didn't do a press conference for this. I had never seen Andy Ruiz next to Joshua. I put out the 7 Reasons before they did their press conference, which was the very first, like the next day or later that day, they did the press conference. And I seen him. I'm like, God damn, Joshua looks huge next to him. But like a true Don, like a true soldier, Eagles Army soldier, I stood 10 toes down. I said, I'm not changing my pick. I'm not changing anything, but Joshua do look big. I said, Joshua looked big. Bro, he mentally, he was the pressure, the criticism. I told y'all. The sports physios and psychologists. I told you, they crumbled. Crumbled. Bro, remember I kept saying this stuff. I said something weird feels weird about this fight. Things can't go wrong, change of opponent. I told you all of this. There's no denying it. That's what I love about this internet and YouTube. I told you all of this. I was like, man, I don't know. Something feels weird about this This feels like weird. This feels like a weird ass fight build up. Things aren't going right. Physios and cuts and bruises. Mentally, I told you. I said, man, I'm gonna try to say, I'm so like it's just like it's like me being tried for murder and I've been screaming that I didn't do it, and then there's information that comes out and exonerates me. So you don't understand how I'm feeling right now, because I tried to warn you guys of all this. I said, Klitschko, great fighter, he's not aggressive like that, you know? And Klitschko let Joshua off the hook. He let him off the hook, period. Klitschko had him hurt, bell rung. He let Joshua, just boxing him and not get hit with anything. That's more comfortable to Joshua. That's more of a comfort zone because he didn't come bring no crazy pressure. Remember what I said? I said when Luis Ortiz had Wilder hurt, he was trying to end that man. So I learned more about Wilder's character than I did about Joshua's character. I said I gave props to Joshua for even, getting up and having heart. But I said I still was not sold on it just based on the way he talks. I still was not sold on Joshua's mental dexterity, his mental palate. Like, would he fold in that? He folded. Don't say shit to me, bro. I told you he's top heavy. He's a front runner, He gets winded. Before they come out with the bullshit, because Joshua tried to play surprise when they stopped it, he got dropped 4 times. It's within a ref's discretion to stop that. That's off the rip. 2, Joshua was on the ropes. He was making all these faces. And then the ref was like, come forward. He looking at his corner, trying to see their reaction. I told you, insecurities. I told you that. He looking at his corner, turn his back around and shit like that. So the ref was like, you're not even listening to me. I got to end this because you're not mentally in it. This man's trying to take your head off. You're not mentally in it. So before they start the bullshit, it was no premature stoppage. And if you watch it back, he didn't even have a fucking mouthpiece in, bro. He was out of it. Go watch it. His teeth was showing. He spit his mouthpiece out or some shit. His mouthpiece wasn't in. So there's no way you could tell me it was a premature stoppage. So just before old media tries to start, this is no Andre Ward. He hit him in the nuts. Andy Ruiz came out there. He came out with the heart of a lion, La Raza style, and came out and did his thing. And he need to get endorsed by Snickers now, period. Joshua didn't want no more. Similar to Victor Ortiz, Maidana. He didn't want any more. Hey, yeah, dude, I'm a tree, bro. I just too young to be getting beat up like this. Like, he didn't even have a mouthpiece in. He's like, oh, fuck. See, and that's what I told you. Joshua cares too much about what people think and all that, sending me copyright strikes, and he cares too much about what people think. You have to have thick skin. I get called all types of shit. I got called all types of shit for doing the 7 reasons. I could really destroy y'all. I could just go to the 7 reasons and look at all the slander, all the venom, all the vitriol, all the hate that I received for doing that 7 reasons. Oh, you just want Ruiz to win. You're just saying that because he's PBC. Now what do you have to say for yourself? This shit is like clockwork. Another day, another dollar, another day at the office, bro. Joshua tried it. So, just put stuff into perspective. If that happened with a 5, he looked 5'11" to me. I know I'm bigger than Andy Ruiz. He might have a good weight to him, but he don't look that tall. He don't look 6'2" to me. Maybe 6 foot. You see how spooked Joshua kind of looked and shook in America, fighting in America for the first time? You mean to tell me he wanted to fight Wilder in America, the most devastating puncher in boxing, who's an inch taller than him, whose country? This is why he didn't want him in the ring. I called all of this. This is why Wilder couldn't get in the ring, because they put Josh. I told you, they talked to Joshua almost as if he's a kid. Like, they have to build him up. Even in the corner after he got hurt, Joshua was like, "Oh, he hit me. What punch was it? What type of punch did he hit me with?" Bro, those aren't good signs to me. Yeah, he might have been 6 foot. Those aren't good signs. Joshua's asking his corner. They're trying to give him the advice. The fighter, first of all, the fighter shouldn't even really be talking like that. I can understand you, Floyd Mayweather, talking to your pops. You know, Floyd will kind of, but a lot of times even Floyd listen. Joshua talking about, yeah, what you only have, bro. You gotta look the signs, red flags. You gotta peep the signs. Shout out to everybody super chatting, Dale McCree and everybody. Like I said, I can't just read everything. The shit is just flying because of obviously what happened in the upset. See, it's an upset to y'all. This shit ain't an upset to me. Told you this. But yeah, those aren't good signs. Joshua talking to his corner. Like they're supposed to be, they got a designated a minute to give you all the advice. You just got hurt. They want to tell you what you need to do. Won't, won't, won't. And you talking about, oh, what did I get hit with? They don't have that much time to talk. They don't have that much time to talk and answer questions. Like he's like, oh yeah, what type of punch? Like it's like you have to like explaining something to a kid or something. It's just, I don't know. He didn't want no more, bro. He didn't because he like, and the other thing is after these knockdowns and all that, Joshua was winded as fuck. All them like, you know, physios and neck exercising and shit. I told you his stamina is not great like for that. And I told I'm trying to say, I know I said all this, so I apologize if I keep saying I told you. Muscles don't win fights. See, bitches and like shit like him posing and all that, nobody care about that type of stuff, you know, because that's not gonna win in boxing. I remember Roy Jones fought this little short like bald black dude, and he was chiseled, and Roy was bow. Roy hit the dude so hard, and he looked at the ref. He was assaulting the dude with combo, bow, and then Roy looked at the ref. He said, "Get this man out of here," and the ref was like, "No," and he's like, "All right, okay, bow," and then knocked the dude down. Roy was a beast. Joshua, he looked everything. The production with DAZN was terrible. The ring walk was really awkward. Like if you did they messed up, bro. If you were dealing with a fighter that clearly has like anxiety issues or I don't know, whatever he got going on, like if you're dealing with that, why is he doing this ring walk? I'm like, where the fuck is he walking from? Motherfucker walking from Great Britain to the ring. Like, it was a long ass, they passing like cars and Carl's Jr.'s and shit. I'm like, where the fuck are they walking from? Bro, it was the longest ring walk. They walked down Motown 25 and Michael was doing the moonwalk, the yellow brick road. You know, they seen Bone Thugs and Harmony at the crossroads. Like, I'm like, where the fuck are they even walking from? It was like Eddie Hearn and all that. I'm like, damn, he wasting energy. If for someone who has stamina issues, he finna put in a mile, 1.5 miles on his damn ring walk. Horrible. Then he was in the ring. He looked like he didn't want to be there, bro. Comfort zones. You made me feel so comfortable. He looked like he didn't want to be there. He was looking. It didn't look like the same AJ because he has comfort zones, which is what I told you. He coming out in the UK feeling like God, pyrotechnics and, unicorns and different shit, fireworks and the stadium roofs open up and lightsabers and shit. He felt good. In America, it was different. He knew he didn't have like the full crowd and he relies on that type of stuff. See, I told you, I don't need nobody for validation. I told you Andy Ruiz is nothing to play with. I told you that. I don't give a fuck if the whole world is against me. Now you see. Now we live like kings. New media. It's another day for me, but it won't be for old media. He looked bad, bro. Before the fight even started, he looked like I took screenshots, which, I'll try to break it down a little bit. He looked like y'all got to smash the like button. We got way too many people in here. Please, please, please. Smash the like button. Look. Everyone blowing me up. Smash the like button. We got to get it. Look. Joshua or Ruiz scores a historic win. He looked like he didn't want to be there from the jump. Before the first bell even went, he was just like, it just seemed like a fake. I told you, a fake aura. I told you, like a fake person, like, like a fake smile. That didn't look like a real smile. It didn't look like a real smile. He's like trying to play up to the crowd like the moment is not. I literally said it's hard to fake real confidence. You can act like you're like, okay, if you don't, I told you, I never have a problem dating, since I've been a young kid because I'm just me, I'm just goofy, whatever. I talk to people, talk to women. I've never had a problem in that arena because I'm me, take it or leave it. I don't need validation. So with that being said, I just act regular. Tell some jokes, act regular. Oh my gosh, $100 super chat. Yeah, area. I told you, I told the whole Bay Area I got y'all. I speak this boxing shit. I speak the truth. Talk about Danny. Appreciate you all for all the super chats. This is where we reap the benefits. And y'all motherfucker, I told you I don't need credentials. I didn't even apply for this. I told y'all the Drake curse too. That picture with AJ and Drake. I told you gotta watch out for that. And then y'all said the Drake curse is not real, you fucking idiot. Told you that Drake curse. He posted that picture with that Drake curse. We gonna see with the Raptors. They probably finna get hit because my Warriors finna get them. So, that Drake curse, I told y'all about that too. Y'all don't listen. I mean, y'all listen, like Eagles Army. They listen, but, the haters, they don't want to admit it. Man, Joshua, ugly night. It's an ugly night for Matchroom, Rematch Room, Slay Room. You should apologize. Because now, your best win, your best fighter's win on this whole card was the biggest mismatch. Caleb Smith looked 6'5", fighting Indom, who's 160 with Predator braids. Anytime. That was the best performance from a Rematch Room fighter. And it looked like the biggest mismatch. And DAZN, their commentary, oh my gosh, we could start all day. I'll save that for the back end. I know y'all want to talk about the main event, but the commentary is horrible. They're like, yeah, Caleb Smith, this proves he's the number one. He's the number one guy at 168. No, the fuck it doesn't. How does it prove he's the best at 168? And I like Caleb Smith for the record. I think he's a good fighter. But how the fuck does it prove he's the best at 168 when you got my boy Caleb Plant running around here with a belt? How's it prove when you got my dude David Benavidez with the fast hands coming off the J. Leon Love, shining? How the fuck does that prove that? Because you beat George Groves and you beat a middleweight and you're a super middleweight? I told you, all that old media shit was dead. This propaganda bullshit. But back to the main event. Joshua looked shook, bro. Before the fight started, he front runner. He had crack Ruiz. Guys don't necessarily get back up from that, but he was in there with a tough Mexican opponent, and that's what it took. Just like Katie Taylor, she's good, surgical, but you seen when the girl was coming, like, fuck that, walking through all your shit, bloody, cuts, black eye. She didn't care about none of that. Just face it. The channels, the weak old media channels that y'all watch don't know shit about boxing. Bro, Joshua quit. He knew what was coming. Look, I got pictures of all this shit. Nose bleeding. Look, the ref talking to him. Look. Does that look like the face of someone that wants to keep going? The ref is, 5'11", and you look at who, I don't even know who he look. He looking at, I don't know. He looking at Kel or whatever he was rapping about earlier. Who is he looking at? Andy Ruiz is that dude. He got knocked down. He was embarrassed. Like I said, front runner. This the real deal. He said one card had AJ ahead. Bro, they lying. They capping. And see, Joshua. See, like, look, bro. We got screenshots all that. Look at how when he got hurt, this is his reaction. Like he put earmuffs on and shit. Look at Ruiz, like, what the fuck? I'm hella strong, cuz. And props to Luis Ortiz, bro. Joshua be coming out to Sweet Caroline, and we had a Mexican fighter represent for Cali. I like that. Black and brown love, Shout out to the black and brown pride, He came out to neighborhood nip. I fuck with Ruiz. I fuck with that. He came out to that neighborhood nip. Told you. Give Ruiz his props. Because he was badly hurt, bro. And here's another reason. Here's another. Look, Joshua. Look, he didn't want no more. Because he accepted the defeat too. If I got stopped prematurely, right, I wouldn't be doing that. You have to just watch that whole sequence. You got to watch that sequence. Look, he don't look sad. He just look relieved that it's over. Look, he don't look. He just look like, God damn. But another thing I noticed. See, look, I got the pictures for y'all. This is Joshua. It looked like he was praying. Like he just looked like he didn't want to be there. Look, this is before the fight. It looked like a fake confident. Like he didn't look happy. Look, this is right before the bell rung. I was like, what the fuck? That motherfucker got sleep in his eyes. What's going on? What's he doing? And y'all talking about his upset. Look, this is all before the fight. He did not want to be there. He mentally was checked out. Look, who's he looking at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Floyd, bro, I study boxing, like real talk, like study. Floyd be like smiling and shit. Floyd look calm as cool as a cucumber. I watch, see, and that instead of y'all fucking hating that don't know shit about boxing, y'all could study. Y'all always be talking shit about Floyd. I learned a lot from Floyd because he's like the model citizen in boxing because he does everything complete. Floyd be, in the ring and Floyd be smooth as fuck. Joshua, I was just peeping all of it. Joshua was doing all the signs of what I've told you about. After certain rounds, he was dapping up Andy Ruiz. He let Andy Ruiz hold his belt. Where they do that at? I know fighters. I know Andre Ward. Andre Ward, he would never do that. He would never do that. He would never let someone show their belts, And this, bro, I told you we couldn't be any more right. Remember on my channel when I said this is the year of the underdog and the year of the upsets. Rose in the UFC, Michael Venom Page, right? I know there's more. Jared Hurd, now Joshua. I told you, Ego Stradamus. The year of the upsets. See, let me show you what Joshua, he blasted the fuck out of Ruiz though. Ruiz was fucked up for a minute. This is when he hit Ruiz. But that's what happens when you got heart. Look, Joshua looking back. Right after that. Now the roles reversed. Look at Ruiz. He's like, yeah, I dropped him. And look at you know what makes it worse too? Y'all got to get these likes up, please. Please, please, please. Get the likes up. Just look at Joshua. He's like, oh shit. It's all come crashing down. Just look at his facial expression. Y'all got to get these likes up, please. Please get the likes up if you're enjoying the conversation. Shout out to everyone for the super chat. Look at his face, bro. This after knockdowns because he knows. Look, he got knocked down like 4 times. And he's always on like 4s. You know what makes it look worse? Look. He looked like he's seen like Jason Voorhees or some shit. Look, stumbling. The thing that makes this worse too, aside from the fact that I told you, see, shout out to Ruiz because he got floored, bro. Joshua got real power because Ruiz was fucked up for a minute. Joshua got real power, but that's not what it's all about. It's the sweet science, But too many signs of like, and I told you that personality that Joshua has of like friendly, like, oh yeah, I like Klitschko because Klitschko and Povetkin, they treated me good and signed on the dotted line. But Wilder, he's a thug. I don't like thuggish guys. That was weird. I'm like, you're a fighter in the heavyweight division. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's weird. Hey, block all these soliciting things. Block shooters. Block them. Get them out of here. He's like, oh yeah, but this is why he didn't want Wilder in the ring. This is why he got mad and sent me a copyright strike. I warned you about all of this. Cause who's 6'6", one of the baddest people on the planet and like petty stuff and need someone to coddle them and shit like that. Wilder can't get in my ring. That's why I like Klitschko, because he's a nice white man. He's a nice Ukrainian. He just signed on the dotted line and he leaves me alone. That's why I also said, remember? I said when he was saying all this, oh, yeah, I'll break your fucking jaw. And I'm like, damn, it just sounds passive aggressive. And it's like, it doesn't sound believable because he said, Ruiz called me a robot Ruiz called me a robot, so now I'll break his jaw. And I'm like, what the fuck? You went from I don't like pre-fight hype and I don't like trash talk to you gonna break his fucking jaw because he called you a robot? Passive aggressive. It's easy. If you come from the hood, you come from inner cities, and you see this type of stuff in the streets, then you understand it a little bit better. I don't know. I'm sure the UK has some hoods and stuff, but in America, the American hood is a little bit different. We seen this in Cali all the time, where somebody talk hella head, and then someone short sleep them, but they looked the part and they said the part. I think Joshua's a good fighter, but these boxing is a mental, it's a thinking man's game. And if you live in your head and you like I told you, I gotta stop saying it, but I know I said all this. Smash the like button. When I did the video and I said, why is he hiring us right now a sports psychologist when you're winning? Maybe if you took a bad loss and your fan base dropped or whatever. So if you were hiring a sports psychologist winning, what the fuck's gonna happen now? What's gonna happen with your career now that you took a loss? You're gonna do like Marvin Hagler, move to Italy and like hang him up? I just showed you the clip earlier today. Joshua said, yeah, in the Klitschko fight, I took, I got knocked down, and I just did this on today's stream. He said, I got knocked down, and I told my coach after, if I go through that again, I'll be done with boxing. I'm like, what the fuck? It's not that serious. It's looking ugly for old media. Ugly. It's looking ugly for Eddie Hearn. It's looking ugly for DAZN. I told you all this stuff. Joshua, it just wasn't his night to do this. I even said this. Why not just push the fight back? If you got this fighter with all these like insecurities or whatever, whatever the situation is, that lacks mental grit, then push the event back. Once Gerald Miller, and I told you that was an interesting fight because Gerald Miller, I mean, we've never seen him hurt, so I'd have to see how that played out. But Gerald Miller, I said that was interesting. The motherfucker's 317 pounds, so that would have been an interesting fight. Obviously, we didn't know he was on something, but had he not been on something, it would have been the same. It would have been. I'm not gonna say he would have, because I think Andy Ruiz has a bit more cracks and stuff. But I'm saying it would have been an interesting fight as well. You're the upset. Devin Alexander got stopped by Ivan Redcash. He's training with Roy Jones. I predicted this stuff. Igor Stradamus. It's not. Y'all listen. See, most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. Y'all keep saying it's a crazy result and an upset. I'm just saying that to go through the motions. This ain't no fucking upset. It's an upset to you. It's an upset to you. I predicted. I knew this was an outcome possibility. Damn, Wilder a fool with it. He wasn't a true champion. His whole career has consisted of lies, contradictions, and gifts. Facts. Now we know who he was running from who. Now we know who was running from who. Wilder cold-blooded, bro. Wilder a fucking fool, dog. Yep. And I told you, Wilder's absolutely right. Absolutely right. All the UK, y'all, yeah, go sing them songs somewhere else. Because the one, I'm talking about the hating ass ones, bro. Talking about, yeah, Joshua wants a meeting. But all of 2018, Wilder couldn't get in the ring. Didn't want a meeting. Like, how come when Joshua, man, it's too easy at this point. It's too easy. How come, just look at this. Just look at this. Last year, you were in negotiations where contracts were being discussed, meetups were being had, and you didn't think of this ingenious plot and plan to meet with me to decide it, right? But when Wilder announces, man, F y'all, I'm going to stall y'all out. I got my own shit. I'm fighting Luis Ortiz, then I'm fighting Tyson Fury. I don't care. You do whatever you're doing, right? Now, all of a sudden, when he's booked up, you come screaming that. Like I said, if you from the hood or inner cities, you see this type of shit. When people be wolfing, when the teachers come, when the principals come, with the cops are around. You in the mall, and then the cops there, and you about to fight, and you was acting shook before the fight, and then all of a sudden the cops getting approaching, closing distance, and then now you get loud because you know there's protection and shit like that. It's very easy to see. Because why didn't you think of this ingenious plot to meet with me when you were in negotiations with him, one-on-one, solo dolo? Now I'm not a savage. I'm just real, like I've always said to you guys. They saying meet with me when he's already going his own way. Old media was constantly wrong. Old media also told you Wilder should have signed to DAZN. What do you guys feel now? The old media also told you that Deontay Wilder should have waited to the Ruiz outcome, and he's a chicken and a duck for not waiting on another man and another man's schedule to make his plans. So Wilder would be fucked up right now because, one, based on the mental fortitude, we don't know if we'll see Joshua again. I turned it off, so I don't know what he said. I don't know if he said he wants to rematch. I don't know what he said. So, one, I don't even know if he's going to fight again. Even if he does, it'll probably be a rematch with Andy Ruiz, maybe even in the UK. So you wanted Wilder to hold up his plans, not schedule shit for this. If this wasn't a clearer indication that new media is that shit and old media is dead, then I don't really know what it is, bro. Because it's like to perfection. It's like to perfection what we said versus the reality. You know, oh yeah, Wilder's an idiot. He's ducking, and I'm like, how's he ducking? And Joshua hasn't got. I kept saying it. I said, how's he ducking? And Joshua hasn't even got past Ruiz. And I know you motherfuckers heard me, bro. I know you guys heard me say that. I kept saying, I said, how's he ducking somebody? And he hasn't even got past Saturday. Oh yeah, he's ducking. And I said, that's because y'all don't know shit about boxing, and you're sleeping on Andy Ruiz, and you're saying that he has no shot in hell, and then. That's why, because you think he's going to run through him. But now look at it. But now, Biggie, what happened? Now look what happened. Now Wilder would have held up his plans, and more likely, and they try to deny blue blood credentials. You see? So good luck promoting your other events that aren't that big because your biggest star just took the fade. I told you, new media, digital mob. The black channels run this shit. We've been consistent. We've been fair. We've been factual. We've been reliable. They haven't. So I can't wait to see how you treat all these channels now. I can't wait to see what happens. I don't fret. I don't fear no man but God and my pops. But, you know, it's another day in the office to me because I know I wasn't out here cooning. I know I wasn't out here saying shit I didn't believe, talking reckless, you know. So smash the like button if you guys could. But it's a devastating night for DAZN. You know, everything that could go wrong went wrong. Let's run down it again for the people who just joined. Eddie Hearn, you know, turned away certain people from the, like Blue Blood, from covering their fights. That was disrespectful, right? AJ gave me a copyright strike, so I refused to even apply to this fight. That was disrespectful. So now when your cash cows look like that and you need to make your name in America, you know, good luck. Because even if Joshua runs it back, if he wants to run it back, and that's going to say a lot about his character if he wants to run it back. Because David Price, when he got knocked out by Tony Thompson, he got knocked out again, but he at least ran it back. You know, it's just it's a hellified night for them. Tommy Coyle got knocked out by Chris Algieri, who's not even a puncher, right? Katie Taylor was, you know, for the lack of a better word, exposed. She literally lost to Delphine Persoon, and they didn't give it, Persons or whatever, they didn't give it to her, right? The whole world knows it. Lou DiBella, Amanda Serrano, just go check on the internet. Everyone's saying it. I said it. You know, Persoon was out there throwing them things, getting lumped up, no defense, heart, and Katie Taylor wanted more of the technical work, right? Wanted more of the technical work, and she made it Orlando Salido Lomachenko. Maidana versus Floyd won. You know, she made it that type of Robert Guerrero versus Berto, Sean Porter versus Berto. She just made it like nasty and relentless. Took shots to give shots, coming in crazy and jumping like a Power Ranger into shit. Katie Taylor lost that. That is no way to become undisputed. You know, Josh Kelly didn't look his best. He arguably lost to Ray Robinson, but they scored at a draw. And Ray Robinson's already coming off a draw. So it doesn't show that he's ready. Caleb Smith had the best performance, but he's a super middleweight, 6'5", you know, or that's what he looks like. He looks like 6'5" middleweight, super middleweight, fighting a middleweight who we've seen the other, you know, people beat. And then Joshua gets knocked down 4 times in America. And when I tell you this with Joshua, smash the like button. When I tell you this shit with Joshua, the other thing that makes it look bad, I said this from the beginning, is the perception. The perception of Joshua being this big, this muscle bound, and there's a guy who's this small who is walking him down in the early rounds, and he's like throwing a lazy jab and seems timid. It's like he's trying to overthink things. And then after he got caught, he was really trying to look at the size differential. I don't know if this illustrates it. Look at this size differential. That's what makes it look worse, because I know Andy Ruiz could scrap, but the average consumer, they just seen this dude who's huge, bigger than the ref, you know, and Andy Ruiz is walking you down. It just wasn't a good performance from Joshua, you know. Obviously his best round turned out to be his worst round, which is weird. That rarely happens in boxing. His best round, because he looked impressive getting Andy Ruiz to the ground, but then he actually went to the ground twice. Another reason that I feel Joshua is a front runner and lacked the mental toughness is because of this. There was another point, like after round 3, which was a crazy round, you know, trading knockdowns or whatever. Smash the like button. After that round, there was another point where Joshua landed maybe a right, and it was a pretty big right. And I think he thought he had Ruiz shook, so he tried to use his size and then jump on him real quick. But Andy Ruiz was, you know, quick enough to weather the storm and not really get hit with nothing crazy. You get what I'm saying? But that action showed me what I'm talking about. He was super timid after being knocked down and after knocking down Ruiz and then getting knocked down and hurt himself. He came back on unsteady legs in round 4. And then there was like 5 or 6, one of those rounds or so. He caught Ruiz with the big shot, and he just tried to jump on him real quick, try to force the issue. You know, you can't just jump on him like that and expect him to go down. Because Andy Ruiz, after the 3rd round, he accepted even the shots he got hit with, which were far and few in between. He took the right a lot hand better. Yeah, AJ is 6'6", bro. He's big. Smash the like button. Man, I know who I wouldn't want to be today, and that's Eddie Hearn's old media. But yeah, Joshua just looked huge, you know. I don't know. I got to see how he reacts to it. Look how big he looks next to this man. So that's another like if Dominic Brazil hurt Wilder, it wouldn't have been that shot. I mean, they're both 6'7" and looked it. You know, they both look 250. Casuals don't know the matchup. They just see a tubby looking. You know, just look at the pictures that are gonna come out. You get what I'm saying? A man with it looks like a pot belly. You know what I'm saying? Like a butter bean or something. That's what it's gonna look like to a casual. Latinos took over boxing. Oh yeah, shout out to Ruiz for being the first Mexican. That man let it heart. I told you, let his hands go. Set history. I'm happy, bro. I'm happy for him. I love a good underdog story. And the bad thing for DAZN is their product is lacking. Like the commentary was horrible. They're constantly trying to sell. Like Brian Kinney, after Joshua quit and you know was gonna look like he was gonna get stopped the other way if he didn't quit. Brian Kinney was still trying to act like we don't know if it was a rightful stoppage. Stop it. John Ruiz is Puerto Rican. He's not Mexican. This is the first time a Mexican, you know, has won heavyweight title. Crazy. Shout out to my Latinos. Crazy. Joshua wanted no parts. He didn't even. I'm gonna see if that picture shows it. He didn't even have his mouthpiece in. He wasn't looking. You can't do that. He kept looking at his corner. You can't. You have to be ready. Are you ready to continue? This the real deal. This the real deal. This the real deal. Easy work. I think this is what I'm talking about. After the Joshua was like real timid, and then he caught Ruiz with a good shot, and he tried to just jump on him real quick, try to hurry up and end it. But Ruiz was skillful. He was real skillful. It looked like Joshua spit his mouthpiece out too, which is an old veteran trick. He didn't want to go out the conventional way, like go out swinging. And he's talked about these fears before. Like, oh, what if I get just hit with a big shot? You can't think like that. Floyd Mayweather actually has a quote like that. He says, I don't think about losing, because if I think about losing, it's probably bound to happen. I don't think about losing. He spit his mouthpiece out when he was down, and then he got up. Andy Ruiz got heart, bro. That's some David and Goliath shit. Not really to me, because I, predicted it. But the size differential, getting hurt like that. Andy Ruiz is a fucking dog. And the other thing, people are stupid. They don't look at boxing and compare apples and apples. They compare like apples and D batteries. Anthony Joshua was, let's say Andy Ruiz. First of all, I think he beat Joseph Parker, so he would have been a champion. And then, Joseph Parker wouldn't have went on to challenge AJ and Dillian White necessarily, right? 2, outside of Ruiz beating Parker got a chin. Evident, because he took Joshua's shots and he took Dillian White's shot and got back up and hurt Dillian White in the 12th round. Styles make fights. So Joseph Parker, he went the distance, but I think he has a good chin. I think he has a really good chin. Because, like I said, Dillian White got cracks, and he took it and hurt Dillian White in the 12th round, and he got dropped twice. He took AJ's best shots. He took Ruiz's best shots. Man. So, just look at what this does for old media. They said Wilder doesn't deserve 50-50. He deserves 10%. Joshua's the king. He deserves 90. Just shit that wasn't even realistic. They said he should hold up his plans. He should sign up. Ruiz is a true Mexican fighter. AJ a bodybuilder with no heart or chin. Shout out to you for the super chat. See, that's what I'm saying. Women and stuff, and people keep marveling over his body. That's cool, but that's Frank Bruno was in shape. Bradley's in shape. That's not going to win you the deal. That's not going to win you the deal. And I told you, Joshua's team and him, they talk like he's a little kid. Oh, yeah, imagine how good I'll be in 18 months to 5 years. But you saying you're going to fight Wilder ASAP. Why are we talking about how good you'll be in 5 years? So you don't think you're good now? Who does that? Who talks about how good they'll be when they're in, and they're like, oh, yeah, I took the Charles Martin. I took that fight. I was in my 15th fight. I fought Klitschko. I was in this fight. Klitschko's not aggressive like that. Tyson Fury was on Joshua's head too. He said he's an okay boxer. He's not as, polished as people think. Joseph Parker was talking about his chin too, at the elite level. Yeah. And like I said, people look at the perception that Joshua, he's big. He's like huge. The perception looks crazy. So, to me, it's just another day for new media. I go on to do what I've been doing. They got to pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. Eddie Hearn, Wilder's the B-side. They were still saying this up until, obviously, now. So is Wilder still the B-side when Joshua got knocked down 4 times? I told you there was no way that Joshua... I feel vindicated. I said there was no way that Joshua was going to outdo Wilder's performance. No way. Do you believe me now? I said there was no way he was going to outdo Wilder's performance. Wilder made it into an event. Wilder, went viral. Wilder got a 1-punch first-round knockout. I said these things. Now do you believe me? Ego Veli the Dawn, Ego Stradamus. Do you believe me now? There was no way he was going to outdo that. And that just added to the pressure. I said this felt like a weird fight week. It's the year of the upset, year of the underdog. I said these things. And if you listen to my channel, you'll know. So, yeah, just a horrible night for Eddie Hearns, Anthony Joshua's, and DAZN also. The other thing is this. Just the perception for the people who didn't know. People didn't know who Ruiz is. It just looks bad. They're like, damn, this guy was brought in on 5 weeks' notice. This guy doesn't look, he looks like the kid from Up, grown up, and all this shit you guys were saying. He eats Snickers. What the fuck is this? It just looks bad. Seeing how muscle bound he is, everything. There were things that Joshua did in the build-up that I didn't like. Yeah, y'all was calling him the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. All kinds of shit. Disrespectful. And I said a couple of reasons I'm making this 7 reasons video. I said 1, because I want to make it. And 2, because you're not giving Andy Ruiz no type of chance, no type of credit. I think that's how I opened the 7 reasons. You guys can go back, You can go back. I told you guys were disrespecting Andy Ruiz. And guess what? This hurts DAZN too, because Andy Ruiz is now an Al Heyman fighter. So he's probably in the rematch clause. But shit, do they want the rematch? Is it going to be different, or is it going to be David Price, Tony Thompson? So that's not even a given. I don't know. I don't know what Joshua's going to do. But if he doesn't push for the immediate rematch, then Andy Ruiz takes 3 belts back to PBC. That unification. Oh my gosh, bro. AJ is stuck. He's stuck. Old media is stuck. Just look at it. We have a Mexican champion. Shout out to Ruiz and Manny Robles, right? Robeles. We got a Mexican champion who has all the hardware that Joshua was bragging and boasting about, and he's an Al Heyman fighter. So Joshua's in a tough spot. A guy that gave you that type of fight, it got knocked down 4 times. If you lose again to him, it's over, With that type of attitude, can he bounce back like Kovalev and become a champion again? I don't know. Because Kovalev didn't seem like Joshua. He seemed like at least he has a mean streak. You get what I'm saying? So either you push for the immediate rematch or you don't. If you don't, then you don't have options on Andy Ruiz. Now he's in the PBC. They could have Ruiz versus Kaunaski, and then the winner fight, Luis Ortiz Wilder winner or some shit. Or Wilder Fury winner for all the marbles. Or you take the huge risk and do the immediate rematch, and then if AJ loses that, that's gonna be That's gonna be like David Price. Errol Spence, he said Errol Spence posted on bring that back to America. Errol's a real one. Errol's also the person who said that Wilder would knock out Joshua, and I posted the video, and y'all got angry with it. Y'all got angry that he said that. Y'all got angry when I said that. Y'all got angry at this man, Deontay the Braun Bomber Wilder. I'm so frustrated. He wasn't a true champion. His whole career was consisted of lies, contradictions, and gifts. Facts. Now we know who was running from who till this day. Hey, Wilder petty as fuck with that till this day at the end. And then the other thing is Joshua, they didn't really build him in America, like personality-wise. They didn't build him in America. So I don't wish nothing bad on people because I believe in karma. So I don't pray and like hope bad shit happens to people. But it's a long road back to recovery. It's an uphill battle for him because you got to look at it. A ton of pressure on AJ. What's his next move? How does he bounce back from this? He don't have his belts. You're gonna just give the belts up to America. You're gonna give the belts up, and not rematch him. That's gonna be telling. Or you're gonna take a super dangerous immediate rematch in the UK or wherever. Then you got to cash my boy out, Andy Ruiz. Just, man, it's just bad. It's just bad for old media. All the lies, all the games, and Joshua, which I've been saying, Joshua doesn't have the personality, the spark. And the zone keeps fucking lying, man. They need to get new commentators or new commentary. Or the zone said they were talking about Wilder, bro. The zone they in dire straits, bro, because that commentary was trash. Brian Kenny said something like, "Oh yeah, Wilder believes he's champion." What the fuck you mean, Wilder? He said there's three guys that think they're the champion or believe they're a champion outside of, AJ. You got Tyson Fury with the lineal champ. He said Wilder believes he's a champion. And I'm like, what do you mean Wilder believes he's a champion? He don't fucking believe, or if he does believe he's a champion, it's because he is a fucking champion. Why would you say Wilder believes he's a champion? It's not no Tyson Fury lineal shit that he keep running around. Wilder has a physical, the most coveted belt in boxing, the WBC, with a lot of lineage, a lot of great stars in boxing past have had that belt. DAZN talking about, yeah, Wilder believes he's making a claim that he believes he's a champ. He don't believe he's a champ. He is a champ. Horrible commentary. But then he also lied, one of them, and he said the big three, basically Wilder, Joshua, and Fury. Three guys with incredible personalities and charisma and that spark. They're great interviews. You're lying. Two of the three have great interviews and great personas and stuff. Wilder and Tyson Fury. Joshua, that was never his bag, which is what we talked about. They did not build up Anthony Joshua in America. He's not, consistent. He has not made himself feel like, open and approachable, kicking out media or not letting media come and petty shit. So he can't. How's he gonna grow in America when he doesn't even? He outcasted the American media. So you got man. This is just a horrible look. They got whatever Eddie Hearn said. Talk about 6,000 tickets. All right. So you got 12,000 people going home on planes crying. You said 8 to 12,000 people came, so 8 to 12,000 people are going back, disappointed. So that's a huge hit. They flew all the way out of there. You think they're gonna keep doing that? So now what do? You go back in the UK and make UK fight. Who wants to see Usyk and AJ right now? What are you gonna do? AJ versus Dillian White? He's already in a tough fight anyway with Oscar Rivas. They better hope Rivas don't win. So Eddie Hearn, I told you this was a bad gamble to turn off the American media and try to force his way in and try to shit on our American champion, not create allies and relationship. Now Top Rank trying to work with Al Heyman. Joshua has no personality and image created in America. So it's like, what? How you gonna reinvent him? AJ hasn't been consistent, so he's rubbed people the wrong way. See, he got in front of the urban, Barack and Ak and Barack or whatever, and said he's gonna come out to Dipset or Biggie. People pay attention to what you say. Block Roman Garcia. So the younger crowd, Ak and Barack, he said he coming out to Dipset, and he was like, yeah, Jewels, dip, Santana, set, aight. He said, or maybe Biggie. And then he got to the weigh-in and said, I'm going to come to Sweet Caroline or Frank Sinatra. And he came out to Sweet Caroline and some other shit. What happened to the Dipset? What happened to Biggie? You're not consistent. It's an uphill battle from here. Just because of all, and it wouldn't have even been all this bad. Listen to all the shit Eddie Hearn has said. Wilder sold 6,000 tickets and all this. Okay, so how many tickets you gonna sell in America from now? Who you gonna bring? You don't have stock options on Triple G. You don't have options on Canelo. So what you gonna do? Bring AJ back, and this whole card for rematch room was a fiasco. You're going to fly 12,000. Okay, so you're going to bring Caleb Smith here? You got to establish people. You're going to bring Josh Kelly back. He didn't have his best performance. Katie Taylor didn't have her best performance. So You know, where's this American takeover? You know, and just everything old media said is coming crashing down. They said, meet with me. You wait till Wilder announces two things on your fight date, pressures you, and says, yo, I'm fighting Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury. You know, we working, basically the report said we're working with Top Rank, getting that done. And then now you come out with some meet with me. Ego, yeah, that's him. Thanks for the great content. Appreciate you. See, and we reap the benefits now. You see the super chats going crazy. Super chats going crazy because they know who steered them in the right way. Old media, good luck. Good luck to you. Shout out to Andy Ruiz. Crazy how this shit works. This the real deal. Easy work. I literally told you that. Ego's the oracle. I just pay attention and I study this game and I respect the game. There's a lot of people who, you know, see the thing with YouTube, anybody can do it. Anybody could just get on here and just make videos. So there's no policing it, you know. If you over a certain age, 15, 16, you can do a YouTube. But not everyone knows boxing, and now y'all getting to see that. Yeah, make sure y'all smash the like button. I don't like how AJ reacts when he's in like under siege. You know, he getting hit and he's like grabbing. He looks frantic. Floyd don't ever act like that. Maidana cracked him, and he just and then walked back to the thing. Chin up, Buttercup. Shane Mosley, yuck. Oh, hell no. Josh would look like oh shit. And then when he's on the ground, like people look at that. You don't think Andy Ruiz in the neutral corner looking at all this? You know? And I told you Floyd got an underrated chin. It's, you know, it's hard for the heavyweight because these motherfuckers is hitting hard. But he doesn't. Joshua don't have no Holyfield chin. Yeah, and DAZN got to fix their product. It's just is horrible. The commentary is horrible. The judging in the Katie Taylor was horrible. The card wasn't that great. Now it's upset city because Delphine Persons she won, but they didn't give it to her. You know, Ray Robinson arguably won. Joshua definitely lost. Joshua, he looked like he wanted that way out, like Victor Ortiz kind of. So that's an uphill battle at best. Levels to this, and you're top level. Appreciate you guys. I just try to keep it real. See, and the funny thing with me is this. They always say, I'm full of shit and I work for PBC. How can you say this you just work for Wilder, he's paying you? How can you say this when the actual information I'm giving comes true? How can you say I said this because I work for PBC or I work for Wilder and then everything I said came true? So obviously I was just being real with myself. Block Abraham Bravo. This is not about Wilder versus Ruiz because most likely Joshua would have to fight him. Get this motherfucker out of here. Smash the like button. Yeah, I put out the 7 reasons already. That's why we chilling. I did 7 whole reasons that Ruiz is going to give Joshua major problems. And the only thing, you know, the only thing of concern for me was just the 5 weeks because I don't know how much he can accomplish in 5 weeks, or I don't even know how much time he actually had to train versus having to fly out to New York and shit. That was like the only concern, but I'm talking about the stylistic matchup. I had no fear in that. AJ quit too because he was getting embarrassed. That's obviously he didn't. Come on, man. Year of the underdog, year of the upsets. I told you. And see, DAZN losing money, bruh. You did all this shit, Meek Mill and all this shit. What's Meek doing? What Meek got? Wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Like, what does Meek got to do with this? You know what I'm saying? DAZN just out here wasting. Like, instead of just getting an in-house commentary crew, you paying Meek Mill to try to give some urban flavor or whatever the fuck you trying to do. And Tracy Morgan and shit. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Y'all thought I was Vinny? Me and AJ with this smoke. What? Like, What is Meek Mill got to? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just spent all that money. Meek Mill couldn't change the outcome. Like I told you. Shout out to Meek. Seems like a good dude. But you paid, like, instead of doing it, like, see, I do in-house shit. I do in-house. I 10 toes down. 7 Reasons produced by me. I don't need a whole bunch of, having Jada at the weigh-in and shit. I like all these dudes, but I'm just saying that ain't finna change nothing. Me can't fight for you. Crowd can't fight for you. Me can't fight. Wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Me and AJ about to eat this spinach like Popeye with spinach. Like, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Me and AJ, we like Popeye with spinach. Like, the fuck is Meek finna do to the outcome? Man, come on, bro. Like Meek finna change the outcome. You just waste all that money. Whatever. And that's another thing that we talked about. The zone got hella money tied up in few fighters. And then when this happens, you put all this money into this fighter. That's why they don't want you to fight, Wilder straight away, because of this type of shit. You in shock because you don't know shit about boxing. You don't pay attention to the young stream god. There's nothing shocking about it. Hey, block Michael Corleone. Let's get it. Smash the like button. Yeah, I got that Nirvana shirt. And I know old media feeling like Kurt Cobain, if you know what I mean. But, I can't say too much on his YouTube. Told you, Andy Ruiz, nothing to play with. Styles, make fight. Joshua wanted out of that ring. He looked like he didn't want to be there. I'm telling you, comfort zones. It all makes sense. It's like, I told you, it's like bipolar disorder. He was saying, Radio Raheem, he said he met with a physio, and that's how he got black eyes. And then he said to Sky Sports, he had tough sparring and got black eyes. So I'm like, what the fuck? Which one is it? The other thing is that it just didn't seem like confident, like true confidence. Like, why you get and see, look, and just go look at these videos, man. It's pissing me off. AJ implored a Navy SEAL strategist, and I literally said to you guys, he got an ex-Navy SEAL who's a sports psychologist, and I said, that's cool and all. I can understand certain people need that for certain reasons, but like motherfucker, you don't have PTSD. You know what I'm saying? What you got? You got this psychologist for and shit. And I go back to that video. I literally said in that video, I said, what's the Navy SEAL gonna do? I said, if you get clocked hard enough, you think you're gonna be reverting back to some Frank Dukes, put up your Dukes, right? Blood sport type training after you're hurt. You're just gonna revert back to this ancient, samurai Navy SEALs teachings. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me, and that's weird that a fighter would request that, or openly say that. Oh yeah, if I get hit with a big shot, what do I do? Like, he needs someone to walk him. Like, he needs someone to walk him, like babysit him. Look, this shit going viral. I told you, if Anthony Joshua go viral, it's going to be for the wrong reasons. Look, 93,000 people. Hey, old media. This is crazy. This is crazy. I said there's no way that Wilder would be able to. Oh shit, he trending like a motherfucker. See, you trending for the wrong reasons though. This is bad. I said there was no way. Wow, he's the #1 trending. I told you there was no way that he would. Oh, Wilder's trending too. Wow. Look at the top 3 trends on Twitter. Joshua, Wilder, Joshua Ruiz. God damn. And you tell me Wilder ain't winning. Wilder didn't even do nothing and he trending. Bro, it's about to get ugly from here on out. All the old media channels, all the people said I didn't know shit. It's about to get real ugly. Real ugly. Shout out to that man, Luis. And shout out to Andy Ruiz. He had the confidence and he was saying the same shit. Luckily, I made my video before he was like saying some of this stuff. Yeah, man, it's just always weird. Sports psychologist, and what is that gonna do if you're under siege? Like you're gonna be thinking about what your brain can shift. So you're gonna remember what someone that's people will be having memory loss. I know people that have been knocked out and stuff, and they say I don't even remember the knockout. So that's the basis of getting hit hard and shit. So what is a Navy SEAL can't really prepare you for that. What do I do if I get hit with a big shot? So to me, that shows they must know that maybe Joshua does have vulnerabilities in sparring, and been dropped by a couple of people, and they don't, they keep it in the gym. So that's why he's doing other stuff. That's probably why he's not fully confident, to be honest, because he knows he's big and buff. He looks the part, but maybe he's not confident in his chin because he knows, whatever's going on. Like David Price said he stopped him. Daniel Dubois said he stopped him. Other people were claiming that they gave him real rough work and he's having a black eye. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's why he wasn't fully confident because, he's 6'6" and all this shit.
Is Anthony Joshua problems in their upcoming fight? Don't touch that down.
Look, 7 reasons.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. 7 Reasons has returned. If you like this series and you want more, some major fits. And the reason I'm making this video for a few reasons. 1, I want to. 2, I see a lot of disrespect for Andy Ruiz, like in the comment section. A lot of people might not be familiar with the brand. This is what's wrong with boxing. A lot of people don't watch boxing routinely. They know like just the major players and stuff like that. So anyone they don't know is automatically relegated to bum status. And people go for the low-hanging fruit. They look at Andy Ruiz Jr. and say, oh, this guy's kind of chubby. He's short. You look at Joshua, you know, he looks big and vascular and stuff. And they start betting and going off of the wrong things. I'm seeing comments like AJ's going to knock him out in the first round. Hey, if he does that, I'll give him props, but I don't see that happening. So I think there's a lot of disrespect for Andy Ruiz Jr. I want to give some of my thoughts and insight based on watching past Joshua fights, watching past Andy Ruiz Jr. fights, and the stylistic matchup. That's what we got to get back to in boxing. A lot of people, they don't look at the stylistic matchup. They look at, like I said, the low-hanging fruit. Joshua in shape and looks big versus I don't know this guy, stuff like that. So without further ado, smash the like button. Let's get
I know it hurts. Bro, I know it hurts. I know it hurts, bro. I try to tell you guys all this shit. Y'all disrespecting my man Andy Ruiz. Disrespect. See, I ain't got a front. Shout out to Real Brother. Y'all actually I already put out the stuff, like a lot of it, and I've been saying the same stuff for a while. But I was like, I even said it in the video. I was like, you know what? I was like, man, let me just make this video. I didn't want to do it though. I didn't want to do it just because I got lazy. I didn't feel like doing all the graphics and stuff. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. People keep asking me for it. I'm gonna do it. Block K Sparks. No one care what you talking about. Yeah, look, motherfuckers coming back now. They was disrespecting me, yo. They was disrespecting Andy Ruiz, yo. Look, now they coming back. They coming back to the dawn. Now, 41 minutes ago. You see? This is why new media's on top. Well, damn, I stand corrected. AJ got exposed. See? This is what happens all the time with new media. You get a bunch of stupid motherfuckers that don't know shit about boxing, say a bunch of shit, that can't back it up. It's really based on nothing but personal disdain and shit. Look, now I get to live like a celebrity because once again, I was right 10 hours ago. Ruiz for the win, and you already gave all the reasons why. Ego, I'm so glad that you brought it back. But there's a lot of people that they're like, oh, you're a fucking idiot. I'm like, word, that's what's up. They disrespected me, disrespected Andy Ruiz. They probably went back and deleted some of their comments because I'm not seeing something. Look, now people coming back. See, this is what happened. We live like kings over here. You called it, ego. And see, the funny thing is, y'all motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. So to y'all, this is some huge upset. That ain't no huge. How you know it ain't no huge upset to me? How's it a huge upset? But I made the video telling you why it wasn't a huge upset. See, nobody want to believe it until the shit's in front of your face and you can't deny it. New media. Told you what the fuck was good. Y'all disrespecting that man. Hey, shit happens. Now, I can't wait to see all the people, oh, admit with me. Yeah. You know, all the people talking that stupid shit. Why doesn't Wilder hold up his plans for the Ruiz? So, okay, let's get it. If he didn't announce his next 2 fights or whatever, and he held up his plans, for what? Then now he would have held up it. Bro, we couldn't been any more right. I feel this is a great feeling. Pat yourself on the back. You know who you are. Some of y'all don't deserve a pat, but if you Eagles Army, you riding, pat yourself on the back. Because the thing is, they were saying Wilder should have waited. Wilder should have waited. Why is he scheduling his next couple of fights and blah, blah, blah? Why is he doing that when he's not waiting for the outcome? Because you thought Joshua was going to walk through and run through Andy Ruiz, so you thought it was a given. That's why I made the 7 reasons, to let y'all motherfuckers know it wasn't a given. And you guys said, oh, that's stupid. Wilder should have waited, set up a meeting. Joshua wants to meet with him. Why doesn't he meet? And I said, why would you wait? Why would you wait and hold up your career for people that have been proven to lie, contradict themselves, haven't been reliable sources of like accurate information? Why would you do that? Now, once again, new media, digital mob, Eagles Army. Now you see why I said these things. Because had Deontay the Bronze Bomber waited, he would be waiting for what? For Ruiz to sleep Anthony Joshua, knock him down 4 times, where he's 5'11", 5'12", or whatever the fuck he is, 6 foot looking ass, and he only got dropped once by a guy who's 6'6" and hella big, and Wilder would have wasted his plans away. For what? He would have waited all that time for what? Because there's probably a rematch clause, and or we don't know if Joshua decides to go another route. So he would have been stagnating his career, which I told you shouldn't wait for no fighter. Man, I predicted this shit to a T. Year of the underdog, year of the upset. Look at my girl Jay. She said, "Ego, ego, ego." I've been waiting to hear your comment. I try to tell these people. They try to disrespect Cali. They try to disrespect LA. They try to disrespect La Raza. They try to disrespect me, Andy Ruiz, Manny Robles. He has no chance. He's getting knocked out in 1. Once again, this proves you guys don't know shit about boxing. But yeah, it's just a bad night for Eddie Hearn. I don't know what the ratings are gonna be, because the one thing that's kind of weird with DAZN is like if. Like, okay, say you're watching a good fight on premium cable or ESPN or something, or Fox, right? As it's getting good, you can hit your buddy up and say, yo, this fight's getting good. So when the shit was happening with DAZN, do you say, like, okay, say DJ Yo has DAZN, and I'm not watching the fight. DJ Yo say, oh man, round 3 was a war. They just dropped each other. AJ got dropped twice. Hurry up and turn it on. If I don't have DAZN, then what do I have to do? Am I going to go set up an account, do an email, verify the email, add my credit card information? Is that what people would do? You get what I'm saying? Because it's a little bit different versus if I'm on Showtime. If you have Showtime, you just turn to it. Or if it's ESPN or Fox, if you have it, you just turn to that channel. So DAZN, being that it's an app, if the fight's getting good, are they going to see like a sudden increase of traffic? Or people just like, oh shit, I got to spend $20, and then try to download the app real quick. So I don't know how that works. So I don't know if they see huge spikes when the fight gets good. but just the product is not overall. They have a lot to be desired. Like I look at stuff. I told you I have a video editing background, directing, DP, film background, acting, right? I was directing videos and stuff. Worked with a lot of great people, and graphically they do weird stuff. Like I notice it when they're doing the tail of the tapes. Look at my tail of the tapes, and when I do a tail of the tape, the first looks, the characters are cut out, but with them they do a lazy ass job. Like you can see this white, it's like whatever they're using, Photoshop or whatever program they're using to mask out the background, you see the remnants over it. But then when you look at, I'm tedious, and I could do it quick though. But when you look at my Photoshop skills, I'm not even DAZN. I'm not backed by a billionaire. But my first looks, if you look at the hairline and stuff, you don't see like loose hairs in the part that they didn't erase. So I'm like, to me, from having you're doing broadcast graphics on an app, and you're allegedly backed by billionaires and shit. How is your graphics that weak? Like Hassan Indam, they had like white shit because they didn't mask out the background properly, and it looked weird. When I do my first looks, don't even look like that. So that's weird production value stuff. HBO never looked like that either. Showtime never looked like that when they do the teletape. So there's more to be desired. But then sometimes they put like Joshua Ruiz, and I think they're trying to block the crowd so you can't see how many people are in the crowd. But they put this big ass like on screen Andy Ruiz Joshua graphic up, and it covers parts of the broadcast, like like the timer and round number. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was like that with the Canelo fight too. So I pay attention to little details like that. They need to work on the product. Another thing on the app, it'll automatically have closed caption on, and I couldn't find any CC button to turn it off. So the words, as the commentators were talking, it was writing all the words like I'm fucking deaf or some shit. I'm like, what the hell? Why is it writing out everything? I didn't see no option. So they just got to work on the aesthetics and shit. And then the commentary was horrible. Man, Andy Ruiz did that. Horrible night for Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua, DAZN, rematch room. And I told you karma. That slave trade shit. I believe in karma. I don't know. Yeah, the buffering, that comes up. AJ's a good loser. What does that even mean, bro? He said someone's a good loser. I didn't know you could be good at that. Stop finding reasons to justify AJ lost. He got his ass kicked. What do you mean? How did I justify it? You tripping. He lost with dignity. What is he supposed to shoot up the Madison Square Garden? Like, what that? I mean, y'all, yeah. Good luck in life, man. Y'all be giving like little, like piddly ass points and shit. He lost. He's a good loser. What type of shit is that, bro? What is he supposed to do? He's supposed to slap the DAZN commentator because he lost? Y'all motherfuckers is bugging. Talking about he lost good. Y'all is weird. These motherfuckers is weird, bro. You guys have like a boy crush on him or something. Talking about he lost good. What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, man. He lost like a true gentleman. Take that shit to the UK, bro. Nobody care about no losing good. Man, you lost. Like, man, I'm telling you, this shit don't fly in America. Ain't nobody in America talking about, oh, yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks. There's some good losers. They shook hands. The Raptors kicked their ass out the series, and the Bucks lost good. What the fuck is losing good, bro? Man, I ain't trying to catch an L like that if I don't have to. You talking about he lost good. Get that corny shit out of here, bro. He a good loser. What is he supposed to do? Throw a pipe bomb in the crowd? Like, what the fuck you thought was gonna happen? Oh, people in the crowd. Oh, y'all got me going off for no reason. He said he lost and quit. That's what I'm saying. It was also his decision to not keep going. You're a gold medalist. You know boxing rules. See, y'all don't do your research. Even in the gold medal match that he won, he arguably lost that fight. But you don't know that because you don't know shit about boxing. I told you they try to turn it to some like territorial gangbanging shit, where it's just like, oh yeah, we just that's what Freddie Gibbs is going in on AJ. Oh shit. That's why it's funny because you can't compete with new media like that. If you're just going off emotions and trying to get even, we're saying stuff that matters. We're saying stuff, and there's a reason for saying it. You're saying stuff to retaliate. That's always going to have you more often than not on the losing side, because you're saying baseless things because you're trying to respond and retaliate. Like I'm saying, hey, I question AJ's mental fortitude. So you're like, oh, I question Deontay Wilder's mental fortitude. It's not one and the same. I'm not saying it because I'm against AJ and because I love Wilder. I'm just telling you what I've seen within him. But that's how they treat boxing, because a lot of dudes is emotional, prideful, nationalistic. This is a nightmare for y'all. So that's what I'm saying. There's no getting even. Damn, they got my boy Andy Ruiz trending. Crazy. They got a PBC fighter. And you tell me, I said Al Heyman be winning. Al Heyman ain't winning. Damn, PBC, y'all petty, though. They just put a Mexican flag, though. Hey, see, Al Heyman is, like, crafty with it. Like, you just gonna put that Mexican flag, though. PBC petty. Yeah, man, it's not about getting even. It's about talking boxing and shit. So, like I said, with a product that's not, needs work at the best, plus Joshua, a huge cash cow, losing like that to who he lost to, all things considered, the fact that y'all was saying he looked like, a Teletubby and Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, the Michelin Man, y'all was disrespecting him. He lost to him. Out of all people, someone that didn't look like he could pull it off. Motherfuckers was letting his hands go again. Hitting you. I told you, Ruiz they don't know shit about boxing. It's just what it is. Yeah, they was all talking about his body and stuff. That's why I tell you, these dudes aren't real boxing fans. Oh yeah, look at Errol's nipples. I don't want to. You look at them. Look at Deontay Wilder's goddamn legs. They look like two string beans. Look at Andy Ruiz's stomach. Like, I'm not trying to look at all this weird shit. I want to talk boxing and shit. These motherfuckers just try to have me analyze the anatomy of a man and shit. Look at AJ's neck. It's 18 inches. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. What the fuck is that got to do with boxing? You guys infatuated with a guy's body more than breaking down the fight and shit. And this is what I said. You invested a lot of money in a few fighters. How much AJ getting to lose? Because if Triple G, they said he was gonna get like 15, 24 or some shit for rolls. How much they giving him, and he lost. And we don't even know what the numbers did. Man, DAZN they in the red for sure. And it's not a good look. And then the perception is like, bro, you have to look at the product. Your cash cow just lost. Katie Taylor, your other cash cow that has a Netflix special, really lost. And people are like, people are angry with that. That's not your product getting shine in a good way. You feel me? Your product's you're not getting shine for the right reasons that you would want. That's not a glow up, Man, I could break down this more, but I'm probably gonna make a video and get some of this money, some of this static money for these other videos. I appreciate everyone for the super chat, but yeah, the super chat slowed up. I gotta get this dough, do some of these other videos. I'll probably do another live stream in a little bit, but yeah, Joshua looked like he didn't want to be there from the beginning. He walked out. He looked confused. He looked worried. In the first round wasn't a good sign to me. First round, Joshua had a lazy ass jab. He's sitting up here this big, didn't look confident. That's why, see, I study boxing, I promise you. He looked scared of a dude he looked worried or bothered. Like, obviously, I'm not stupid. If this guy's notorious for having power or fast hands, you know, you got to be on the lookout for it. But he looked too hesitant and too tentative. He didn't look like he was really working his way in the fight. He was like, like the pressure burst pipes. He looked too cautious. The fact that you're 6'6" and he's sitting up here looking 5'11" and a half and shit, and you seem like you don't want to commit to nothing. And Andy Ruiz, I gave him the first round. Joshua didn't really do nothing. And you look all big, and it just wasn't a good look. You look timid. That's why I study boxing. Floyd Mayweather went out and hit Pacquiao like bow, just landed a right off rip. 7 years of go watch the fight. 7 years of back and forth, or 6 years or whatever it was, and he instantly working his way into the fight. Canelo, same shit. When he came out to the Golovkin fight, the motherfucker just started walking Golovkin down. He didn't look like, oh shit, this is Gennady, oh, he got Mexican style, y'all. He didn't look worried. Shout out to Mexico. See, my dude. See, and this where the love grows. He said, shout out to you, Ego. You the realest, and you have always proved it. Much love. Shout out to Mexico. Appreciate you. I see they think I'm saying stuff because I'm trying to be mean or trying to, pick sides, all this bullshit. But time and time again, when it comes true, you see what it was. He said that was that physio. I wonder if AJ got hurt in camp and lost confidence. Nah, we're not going to do all that. It don't matter. You don't think Floyd been hurt in camp and Wilder had broken, fractured hands in fight? Right? He looked timid. Canelo don't look like that. Canelo don't. He walked straight to Golovkin. Like, what's up? He didn't look like, oh, Golovkin was a boogeyman. He did. Look at the Danny Jacobs fight. Canelo ain't got no gold medal. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys be talking about gold medals and shit. Right? Hey, PBC petty as fuck, bro. I told you the Drake curse lives on. I told you. Who's the first to say that? They stole my joke. And he said, I'm about to break the curse. Anthony Joshua. Bro, they petty as fuck. They petty. I called this whole shit, man. But yeah, he looked timid, man. He looked timid. You too big to be like Canelo walked straight. Jacob looked big next to Canelo. Jacobs really looked big. Canelo came in. His best rounds were in the first rounds. To me, Canelo. He just came out there and started working. He has stamina issues too. Look, I am the #1 search when you put in Anthony Joshua Drake. 2 months ago. Oh, wow. Rapper Drake leaks with Anthony Joshua.
Rapper Drake is getting in shape for his upcoming Assassins tour, and it looks like he's enlisting the help, maybe getting some tips from Anthony Joshua, heavyweight champion of the world.
Look, I told you I don't be lying. I don't be capping like that. Y'all be capping. I said, oh, wow. Rapper Drake links with Anthony Joshua on boxing. Will the Drake curse hit AJ? 52 likes, 21 dislikes. Oh, you mad? March 5th, 2019. Oh, you mad? Tell him why you mad, son. Look, they was all mad. That's why I told you. I don't care about dislike. I've been doing this too long. Look.
Drink in my cup, hand in my jeans. Man talk tough, man look up, down, left, right, straight to a bang in the teeth.
I'm reading his comment.
And he's with picture here with Anthony Joshua's mad. It's mad.
Bro, I did video. I told you what I say is the future. I'm like Miss Cleo of this boxing shit. Call now for your free read on. I'm like Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Professor X of this boxing shit. Fuck you mean? I told you that Drake curse. That was way back in March. That's my old shit. That ain't new shit. That's my old shit. It's okay. You see all the dislikes and, all the, oh, yeah, fuck you. It's not no goddamn Drake. Bro, they was mad. They was angry. They was spilling their tea on themselves and Crumpet or whoever the fuck was complaining. You're goddamn stupid. Look, he's like, uh-oh, the Drake curse. You know, they were angry. They was angry at me. Look, I told you 2 months ago. Look what he said. Cause I made the Drake curse. You sound so unreasonable. Well, in the words of Damon Wayans of Major Pain, who's the dummy now? One tubby. Who's the dummy now? I sound unreasonable. See, I'm always unreasonable until I'm proven right. This shit is another day in the office for me. So, congrats to Andy Ruiz. I'm about to get some of this money. You know, y'all had the big. Let me count how much. Nah, I'm gonna do that later. Y'all sent big bags on this super chat because they know, the fans know. You know, so I guess I'm the landlord because I cleaned up nicely. Yeah, I'm the landlord. You know, JJ, whatever, JJ, AJ, he talking about, oh, I'm the landlord. Well, I guess you got evicted from America because Andy Ruiz was not playing out there. Joshua looked timid. Andy Ruiz, a new landlord. He evicted motherfuckers. That's what it is. That's what I seen. That's what I seen before the fight. You know. The landlord come to collect the rent. All right, well, Andy Ruiz, he need his rent money like 50 Cent. I'm sorry, Fofty. You know, Andy Ruiz like the new 50 Cent. He want his money by Monday. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, Fofty. Come on, I don't have the money, Fofty. You know, Andy Ruiz need that. He the new landlord. And he evicting all the tenants and all that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, he didn't want to. He said, that's what I told you. I don't make me pull up the 7 reasons and shit. Don't make me pull it. I told you I questioned Joshua's mental toughness. I said it flat out. And then he quit, bro. There's no more right you can be than that. I said I've always had this lingering, and I said I know people will try to use the Klitschko fight, but Klitschko wasn't aggressive. Andy Ruiz got up and started slanging them things. He was hurt, whatever, but he like, you ain't finna take me out this game like that. And then he caught Joshua, and then Joshua realized he couldn't just bully him. Now he somewhere eating a Snicker, like, yeah, I'm a 3-belt champion. This is incredible. That's why you like boxing. That's why we watch this shit. So it ain't really a surprise to me. That was a bad style matchup for not even having a full camp training for him. People just look at the full camp only as a negative, you know, but there's aspects that could be a positive because the stylistic guy you were trying, Gerald Miller don't throw punches as fast as Andy Ruiz Jr. You know what I'm saying? And he don't move the same. It's just different. AJ was exposed. The truth is now told. You know why Ortiz, Fury, or Wilder fight never happened. New media winning. You already know that. Yeah, and I told you I would. I said I'll pick Wilder to stop Joshua. This is all on wax, and I've said that multiple times. Now, who believes that Joshua? He got dropped 4 times by a guy who's 6'1", you know, with short arm. Bro, this is an embarrassing loss based on, like I said, the physical attribute. Joshua is 6'6". How you let a man get on the inside that's 6'1", and you have an 8-inch reach advantage? Because he was fighting timid. Lazy jab and, you know, nerves was getting him. He didn't want to get hit. He didn't want to look bad. He's living in his head. See, he's always, oh, yeah, living in the head rent free. You the one living in your head rent free. You the one living in your head. He looked like he's trying to think. And this is incredible. This is incredible for my whole channel. I want to thank God. I want to thank my parents, the academy. This is incredible. I'm just thinking back to the stuff I said, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy how y'all disrespected me, how you disrespected Andy Ruiz. It's just crazy. And I'm thinking about what I said. I remember I told you Joshua is too, I said, I realize this is a sweet science, but he's trying to be too mathematical. He's trying to be too calculated. He's trying to be too scientific. You know, oh, if I get with the Navy SEAL and he tells me how to how to respond under pressure. You can't do all that. That don't do nothing. You get hit. I remember. I remember all this. I said if I take the lid from a toilet tank and hit you over the head, and then you're not gonna be thinking about, oh, I left the oven on. I must turn the oven's been preheating. You're not gonna be thinking about that type of shit. If I crack you over the head with that heavy ass toilet tank lid, if I just bow, you think you'll be like, oh, I was gonna make a DiGiorno, so the oven has been on for 5 minutes. Let me let me turn it off. When you sitting up here halfway drunk and bleeding you're not gonna be doing that. Joshua, he's tried to be, and that showed me personally that he wasn't necessarily mentally strong, and that he had doubts, and that he wasn't as fearless as he tries to come across. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm the landlord. It seemed like a front. And I told you, I said, it doesn't seem like he's being genuine, because it's you're saying this, but then you're saying, I just went over all this shit. He said, after the Klitschko, I told my team, see, basically your insecurities will bleed through. It's inevitable. If you're really confident, you're confident. If you're not, you're not. Somehow, some way, if you talk enough, which the UK and the UK people representing them, they won't stop getting in front of the camera. It's gonna come out because you got people like AJ. He's a celebrity. People are interviewing him, so it comes out. And I told you, I said AJ was probably a good kid, so he's not used to all this shit. Not used to all the fame and all this pressure and all that stuff. You have to internalize all that. Floyd Mayweather was cultivated in boxing. His uncles were boxers. His pops was a boxer. So he's a product of this. Now, I don't know when AJ started boxing. He said he started boxing late, but he's trying to figure it out and try to, get everything going and, has fears and doubts and stuff. You got to get rid of that. That's why it didn't sound real to me. Oh, I'm the landlord. I'm a collector. And shut the fuck up. Your jaw will be detached, and it didn't sound as believable based on your action. You let a 317-pound Gerald Miller push you hella hard, push you back, and then you jump in the crowd like Jim Jones and shit to approach a heckler. Why would you rather fight or attack or whatever you were going to do a heckler in the crowd as opposed to the guy who's insulting your mom and pushing you? See, I told you this. I told you I'm the landlord. You see the money come in, and I didn't have to travel to this fight or nothing. And you see that landlord. I'm collected. Shout out to my dude Ryan Chang. Look, who's the real landlord? I'm the landlord because I told y'all what it was gonna be. And you see me up here collecting. Shout out to Ryan Chang. Another $100 super chat. Really appreciate you. Helps the channel. God bless you. That's my guy, Ryan Chang. And he be sneaky because he just pop in dropping bags, bro. He rich though or something because I seen his Instagram. And he had like houses and butt naked bitches and Ferraris. And I'm like, oh shit. I seen his page, man. Ryan Chang, he be on the low. I don't know what you do, bro. You in the Silicon Valley or something. But I seen your Instagram. Keep whatever you doing, keep hustling. Man, he had all types of shit. Lightsabers and shit. Lowered his car, raised the car. Like, damn, you just gonna lower it and raise it at the same time. This man got money. Shout out to Ryan Chang. Tonight was worth that hundo ego. As a boxing fan, I'm thrilled. There have been so fewer upsets at the high level ever since the money chase took over the game. Good to see a real upset again. That's a great point. That's a great introspective. Shout out to my dude Ryan Chang. That's a great thing. This proves that Mayweather Pacquiao shit formula that they keep trying to use, dead that. Because there's a chance you can lose for a lot less money. Oh my God. I'm so glad Ryan Chang said that. Another new media point. How the fuck is Joshua coming off a 4 knockdown loss to someone who's 6 foot, right? And looks tubby and all this stuff. He could have got $50 million plus 50%. Plus 50% from Deontay Wilder. They played this game like I've been saying. They overplayed their hand. Ryan Chang, you got my brain on something different. Shout out to you. Shout out to that man. So look at how much money AJ left on the table. Who wants to even watch Wilder versus AJ after seeing that? This man last year, you could have got knocked out by Wilder, or you could have not got knocked out by Andy Ruiz. You got knocked out for whatever you got, which we know is going to be a lot less than whatever DAZN's giving you. a lot less. That's what happens. You try to play God. I told you, you are not God. You try to play God, and then God lets you know, you are not me. That's crazy. This man could have got 50 million, and y'all was like, "Oh, how do we know the money's real?" How and cheerio. How do we know the money's real? Al Heyman doesn't have this. That nigger does not have this type of money. What? All right, bro. Then he didn't take it. Then he didn't take it. Now you gonna have to fight Ruiz or some shit. Another dangerous fight based on that, and you're not gonna get 50 million for that. Even if they rematch, who thinks you're gonna get 50 mil plus 50% of the back end of whatever he would have got had AJ and Wilder fought? Sad. But like my man Ryan Chang said, upsets don't always happen. This puts things in perspective. This is like the earth shifting and, realigning, with the sun and shit. Now Eddie Hearn sees you don't run things in America. You don't control the board. You don't just pull the strings when you want to pull the strings, not do right by boxing. This makes Luis Ortiz look good, makes Tyson Fury look good, and it makes Wilder definitely look good. The thing is this: Luis Ortiz was in there with the biggest punch. Listen, the biggest puncher in the boxing, bro. With new media, this one night, new media has blown up even more. You guys, especially some of you UK fucks, and I'm not saying everybody from the UK, but the ones, the usual suspects. Some of you UK fucks, right? You said, who wants to see Wilder versus Luis Ortiz too? Right? That's what you said. And I'm like, yo, how you going to say that? But y'all be having Dave Allen versus Lucas Brown, and they all be coming off stoppages, and David Price keep getting chances versus Povetkin and all that. Tony Thompson 2 fights, and Derek Chisora, Dillian White fight. This is what you said, right? So now AJ, if he keeps fighting or whatever he's going to do, he's going to probably have to rematch Ruiz, right? But the difference is Luis Ortiz got knocked down 3 times. AJ got knocked down 4. Luis Ortiz didn't look as bad. Luis Ortiz was in there with the biggest puncher in boxing, in my view, biggest puncher in boxing, and held his own. So now we got to see a rematch if AJ, unless he ducks the rematch, right? We got to watch AJ, who looked pretty bad in this fight, and we got to watch that rematch. But you motherfuckers said Luis Ortiz doesn't deserve a rematch, and why should we go through that again? Okay, so why should we watch Andy Ruiz versus AJ again? Because AJ looked a lot worse versus Ruiz with a 5-week camp than Luis Ortiz looked with the biggest puncher in boxing. This is why I said old media could never beat us. Somebody answer that question. I'm going to repeat it just so I make sure you know what I'm saying. The UK in general, and Coons and Man fans and all that, they said, why on earth Wilder already stopped Luis Ortiz? Why the fuck would we want to watch that again? That's what they said. But Luis Ortiz did a lot better than AJ did versus Ruiz. Biggest puncher in boxing, he held his own, hurt Wilder really bad, and it was an instant classic. This was an instant classic, I guess, for a different reason, because it upset, it was an upset to people. Joshua didn't look good. He looked timid. He didn't look his size. He was hesitant to throw. He looked nervous. He was trying to rush his work. He got him hurt again and just tried to jump on him, and then that didn't work. His punch resistance looked bad. He looked like he was thinking too much. And now we'll probably, unless he ducks the rematch, we'll probably have to watch that again. So how is the UK going to honestly complain about Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, which was a badass fight? And Luis Ortiz did so much better versus Wilder, the biggest puncher in boxing. Andy Ruiz got cracks, but he's not the biggest puncher in boxing. Plus, he only had a 5-week camp, and we'll probably have to go through it again. Told you, this old media shit is dead. I would make sure of that. Mr. Shav 81, $5 super chat. Ego, you called it. You said something was wrong with AJ. I told you I had a weird, funny feeling this week. And see, I get to reap the benefits because you guys know what I said. I'm just reminding people in case they forgot certain things. But I mean, all in all, y'all know what I said. So, C Love, $2 super chat. It just had a weird feeling, a weird vibe. Y'all know the vibes. Um, Staccato Carter, $10 super chat, bro. I've been a fan and will continue because I watch boxing and you continue to be correct and you speak on facts, not emotions. Keep being real. You stay 100. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. See, I'm telling you, this is why I've been around for it. Oh, he has another one. You're right. They're wrong. Read my last super chat. No, I get what you said. I interpreted it, I think, how you meant it. But this is why I've been around for so long, because I'm not doing them. They are gonna learn one day, because now their channels are through. You know who you've been saying, oh yeah, Walter, meet with me, and all you saying all this stuff, and now you look crazy because people go to your old videos and they're gonna tattoo that up. You eventually gonna get tired of it. You know who's gonna want people like, especially in America, people like winners. People like winners. I'm not saying I'm a winner because I've always won, you know, but I'm a winner because I'm not out here saying ridiculous things and then I'm the furthest away from the truth. They're saying ridiculous things to try to keep up with new media and, you know, make it look like this is a challenge, and then it's always proven wrong. So their channels suffer because people stop buying the hype. The same thing happened on my channel with Mayweather Pacquiao. Big fight, people were talking about it, blah blah blah, and as a result, people are saying, "Oh, you're fucking stupid. Close your channel when Floyd gets knocked out, and Floyd hates southpaws." And I'm like, I don't see that. I think Floyd's going to consistently and easily beat Pacquiao. Then he did it, and then his shoulder wasn't good. No, same thing with Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence, bro. I keep winning. I keep winning. We keep winning. Eagles Army. Told you all this stuff about Joshua. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. You said, "Oh yes, you're fucking stupid. Joshua's gonna get knocked out. Joshua's gonna knock him out." Okay, we'll see. Wilder should set up the meeting. Why should he set up the meeting when Joshua has? I said that. Why should he set up the meeting and Joshua hasn't got past Ruiz? So you, just like everybody else, overlooked. You know, just like AJ, overlooked him. And I like Ruiz for his patience in this fight. And he was going to the body too. Good stuff from a short person. Ruiz shook shit up. Yeah, and DAZN got to fix their programming. I seen that. Look what else I tweeted. Man, we real out here. They did the Joshua's walkout and all that. They showed like 5 black people in the crowd. That was all primarily AJ fan. They had like 5 black people there. AJ's not big in America, bro. Because when you go to the Barclays, you see just everything. You see like a more diverse crowd. Eddie Hearn probably flew people out and all this shit. Look, everything I said. Look at the time. This was before the fight started. The DAZN commentary is trash, and I expect more from Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, I grew up watching Sugar Ray. 7:14. This was before the fight even started. Look what I said. Everything is documented. The internet is great. I said this DAZN, he has a puncher's chance commentary is embarrassing. No stats, facts, looking at past resumes, wins or losses, etc. They just keep talking about land one punch because it's the heavyweight division. So one punch can change everything. I told you. I said you guys were disrespecting Andy Ruiz. No, how is Sugar Ray Leonard a world-class Hall of Fame fighter, and his internal breakdown is, oh yeah, one punch, it's the heavyweight division. These generic ass breakdowns. They even asked Sergio Mora, another fighter, and then they said, okay, sell this fight, and he's like, I can't really sell it, but let me try. He said, so basically Andy Ruiz, he just fought 50 days ago against a guy who was 6'6" on PBC. So there, I did my job. What? Horrible. They thought Andy Ruiz was sweet. And I'm the only, not the only one, but I'm one of the only people who's saying something. See, because it's the politics. The DAZN, they don't want to give love to PBC and shit like that. So they didn't want to, since it was an Al Haymon fighter, they probably didn't want to give too much of a fight breakdown or whatever the case was. But I expect more from professional fighters who are now commentators. And this is your main event. And all you're saying is, oh, Sugar Ray's like, yeah, he got a puncher's chance. It's heavyweight boxing, man. Bro, DAZN, good luck. Look, I got quotes. Look at the times. I got direct quotes. DAZN got to fix their product. Look, 7:09 before the main event started. Look what I'm tweeting. I said, what does Ruiz, they asked Sugar Ray, they said, what does Ruiz need to beat AJ? Sugar Ray Leonard said, quote, Ruiz, he got to fight. He just got to fight to show he belongs in the ring with him. And I said, wow, this commentary is atrocious, so generic, it's cringe. Bro, this was before the fight. I am the stream god. And then when I say all this stuff, I blocked a couple of you. They're like, you're just hating. You're hating on DAZN. Bro, that was pitiful. That was pitiful to hear professional fighters and they have these generic ass breakdowns. How is it that I'm not even a fighter. I'm not even a fighter and I'm giving you more. I'm giving you more of a breakdown. I'm giving you more realism. In professional great fighters and shit, Sugar Ray and, Sergio Moro, who fought Shane Mosley, they saying one punch can change the fight. That's it. Like anybody, that's like kindergarten shit. No breakdown, no credit to Andy Ruiz. That's that HBO shit. Nobody's with, minus Roy Jones. He did his thing. Look, DAZN's commentary was horrible. I that's why I quote all of it. Everything has a paper trail. Nothing. I told you, everything starts from here. There's nothing that comes here without going through new media. DAZN said Caleb Smith is paving the way to become a superstar. And I said, by knocking out Hassan Indam, LOL, that's a reach. We got to see some top name in the division first. Bro, he fought a middleweight, and he's a big super middleweight. So how does that pave the way when you haven't beat Caleb Plant? You haven't beat David Benavidez. You haven't even beat Jose Uzcategui. If you did that to Jose Uzcategui when we've seen Darrell fight twice with Uzcategui and Caleb Plant, and then you destroyed him like you did Indam, then that's something. They talking about he's a superstar. He's making the way. All right, bro. We'll see. That's why we have to have a paper trail. So when it comes back to him, that's why I told you we holding people accountable for what they say. Hold me accountable. I don't care. Hold me accountable for everything I say. It was horrible. They disrespected Andy Ruiz. They, I don't know if it's politics or whatever. They're talking about, oh yeah, one punch can change everything. Like that's it. That's the only chance he has. It's just because it's the heavyweight. And he was like, yeah, punch chance. That's what Sugar Ray Leonard said. He's like, it's a punch's chance. That's it. That's it. That, you're a professional fighter, been fighting all these years, been watching boxing your whole life. And that's your whole breakdown is Andy Ruiz might be able to beat it. I don't see him winning. I'm picking AJ. Why? I mean, Ruiz, he just, look at his stomach. Got a punch a chance, though. That's lazy commentary to me. Carter, again, AJ versus Wilder was wanted, but telling him his next two fights before the fight was the best thing for boxing. He couldn't pressure burst pipes. That's what it is. AJ can't deal with the pressure. That's why that's why they flew all their own media out. They don't want to deal with American media. I mean, I've told you all the signs. They flew their own media out to so good luck. Good luck now that he just took a L. Since you didn't want to go through America, you didn't want to keep it even Steven. You don't want to give us the hour and a half interviews. So good luck. Now good luck promoting all your fighters, when you don't want us to have a piece of the big pot, the AJ's your cash cow and people can't access him. People can't get approved. People can't, cover him. Al Heyman collecting all the belts. Facts. Yeah. Look, bro, I documented all this. The Katie Taylor Pearson fight, they said the judges have a real hard time with the scoring. They're going to have a real hard time. Bro, that fight wasn't even close like that. Katie Taylor was getting dogged. Truth be told, she was getting dogged. She looked out of her element. The crazy, wild shit that the other girl, Delphine Pearson, was doing, she didn't like it because she's more of a textbook. I completed the Olympics and an amateur circuit, and styles make fights. This other girl was tough, rugged, wasn't worried about getting punched, had no defense, but had a ton of heart. They trying to save her. Oh, yeah, the judges are going to have a real time. That looked rigged, to be honest. This was a horrible card for them, for Eddie Hearn. You should have split this up because for all this L's in one night, it's not a good look. Jacobs was on the I have all of it documented, bro. We not playing no games. Daniel Jacobs, they had an interview with him. He says, well, I don't know too much about Steve Rolls. I said, LOL, you and me both. So they were trying to build up the Triple G fight. You and Blood killed that car ride too. Man, we working. That's just what it is. New media, digital mob. Horrible commentary. Talking about Caleb Smith. He's dope. He's cool. But you saying he's the superstar, he's the number one, and he ain't even fought a true. He didn't beat Canelo tonight. He didn't beat David Benavidez. He didn't beat Gilberto Ramirez when he was at 68. You know, just the generic ass commentary. Yeah, Andy Ruiz, he can land a lucky shot. Like, I would expect that from a casual, not from Sugar Ray and Sergio Moore and Brian Kinney and shit. Sugar Ray Leonard trying to be too nice or something. They said, what does Ruiz need to beat AJ? Man, he got to fight. He got to fight. Like, no shit. Like, that's common sense. Of course he got to fight. Hold on. I was calling all this shit before this shit happened. Hold on. We on that Nipsey Hussle victory lap. Hustle and motivate. Choppers just throw away. They tend to follow my lead. They think I know the way. Look, everything is documented. Oh, I said, okay, Wilder already outdid AJ's performance. Round one ends. AJ looks huge next to Ruiz, but he's the one backing up. After the first round, I told you, I was like, man, look, this is right after the first round. Look at the times. Match him up if you want. AJ seems timid. That's why I do this, because Joshua had Ruiz badly hurt, dropped him. Ruiz came back strong, dropped Joshua twice, and had him badly hurt. That's why I do it. We go piece by piece, brick by brick. I'm telling you the whole thing, breaking this shit down. Joshua touched hands at the end of round 4. That's a bad sign. I don't like that. Joshua's output dropped significantly, was fighting very timid. Joshua asked his corner what shot he caught me with. And I said, wow, 803. I'm giving you blow by blow, piece by piece. I'm like, why is Joshua let Ruiz hold his belts? Don't understand that. You ain't holding shit. If it's mine, you ain't holding it. You know? He touched gloves at the end of round 4. Bro, he's like, he's asking his corner, what did he hit me with? That shit hurt. You know? What was that? Like, what the fuck? You guys got to get a game plan going. He talking about what he hit me with. Look at the times. Everything I said I meant. 806. Weird game plan, not good from AJ, who has showed stamina issues in the past with the Klitschko and Taco fights. AJ is breathing heavy. This is before the stoppage. I'm telling you, I'm breaking the fight down. Sugar Ray Leonard talking about, oh yeah, if he hits him, you know, he just has to show he has to fight. Like, they having generic. I'm breaking it down blow by blow. Round 6, AJ still looks out of sorts. The last 45 seconds, Ruiz started landing head, body, head, clean shots. 8-10. This was before the end. You know, I didn't know it was going to end in the 7th, but I could see that it was trending that way. And look, we not even the commentators, but look at Ego's Army. Look at Eric. He said, AJ looking bad out here. See, we the commentators. I told you we run boxing. Look at my dude, Joey. I got to vouch for him. Joey called it too. He said Ruiz finna stop him. See, I give credit where credit's due. Look at Ego Army. He said these next 2 rounds, AJ. But he called it, I don't know where his old tweet is, but I could find it. He called it like before the fight even started, like days ago. New media, man. I said, and you telling me that Team Joshua wanted Luis Ortiz as a late replacement? Come on, man. This is what. And that was before he got stopped. I said that right in, like, I think at the beginning of round 7. You know, all that shit was politics. Oh, meet with me. Oh, we want Luis Ortiz. You didn't want Luis Ortiz. Like I said, You didn't want Luis Ortiz because you would have picked him instead of Gerald Miller. Gerald Miller is a lighter puncher that most people would say. Then, look, I told you this is what happens. Oh, it just changed because I opened it. It said I have 103 notifications, bro. I got 103 notifications. This is what happens because people know what I said. That's why they all hit me. Oh, you was right. We go through this every time. Man, my dude, my dude Jamel Herring almost got in a fight because of angry Andy Ruiz fan. I mean, he's rooting for Andy Ruiz, and somebody from the UK tried to fight him. Wow. See, y'all gotta stop, bro. Listen, y'all not gonna come to America and disrespect like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he lost. It's not even that serious, bro. You're not gonna come to America and like, what you gonna do? Cause man, stop, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. The disrespect. Don't. It's a sport. You trying to people UK dudes mad and drunk trying to fight and shit. Nah, bro. That shit is a dub. Hey, Arrow's a real one. This dude, he said he fucked that pot up, bro. Man, this is sad. This is a sad time for old media. I'm about to go to In-N-Out Burger. Fuck what y'all talking about. They are really, they hot because they know. Shout out to Carter. He said Ortiz would have done him in 4 rounds. Bro, okay, let's analyze it. I told you. They're like, oh yeah, Luis Ortiz, he was offered $7 million. They really wanted to fight. No, he didn't. If they were gonna offer him $7 million, why didn't they offer him $7 million in a 10-week camp? If that's what they really wanted. If they wanted Luis Ortiz that bad, why did they ever pick Gerald Miller? Body language is everything. AJ looked relieved. Wouldn't be surprised if he decides to retire. Hey, Ego, not all UK fans are clowns. I am a Wilder fan. No, I get that. And I don't want to create separation, but I told you guys from the beginning, some of the people that are representing the UK, and including UK media, some got y'all looking bad out there. Some, we have people in America that have us looking bad. We got coons and shit that make us look bad too. But there's a lot of people that have y'all looking bad. That's it. And see, that's why I said this new media is not a US thing. It's worldwide. You could be from Mexico, Australia, UK. This new media shit goes deep. So the new media is whoever's real, whoever's like trying to really uplift the sport and advocate for boxing. So if you're from the UK and you really hold your people to something. That's it. Hold your UK media to something, Hold them to a standard like, yo, how come every time Eddie Hearns and AJ keep coming to America, they're getting drilled with tough questions. But every time they're doing longer interviews and they're never being asked any of these questions. Or it's happening on the backs of people in America building it up. You notice Barry Hearn, he didn't say shit about them slave comments until a month and a half later. After we made a big deal about it. Pensacola, we talked tonight. New media had to raise hell about it. Digital Mob had to raise hell about it. Then they want to ask him. Stop it. You should have asked him and me. You have his phone number. I don't. You should have asked him that. What you talking about? Slave trade. Dillian White should have checked him. What you talking about? Slavery. So, it's not a US or UK thing. Y'all got to hold y'all people accountable. You do. Because trust me, in this America shit, we doing it. That's why we remove people from the chat. If they advocating racism or, gender bias or anything, they get removed from our chat. We can all coexist, but you have to, the common denominator that brings us all together is you got to be a boxing fan. If you saying some stupid shit, then you got to go, period. Yeah, Andy Ruiz put on for La Raza, man. I wish there was a I don't have no good Mexican food where I live at this hour. because I don't live in LA. I live in the Bay, but I don't live deep enough in the Bay where they got shit open that's hitting. But I'll get some Mexican food right now. Like, that sound good. Ruiz got us inspired. You know, I like a good underdog story. Shook up the division, whatever. We told you a lot of this shit was true. You know, oh yeah, he wanted to fight Luis Ortiz. Okay, so he couldn't beat Andy Ruiz, who's shorter than Luis Ortiz, less experience at the championship level, probably shorter, maybe doesn't even hit as hard, not a southpaw. Luis Ortiz can move, can box, can brawl. Come on, man. Oh yeah, he wants to fight Luis Ortiz for $7 million. I told you. His Eddie Hearn did an interview. He said, "Oh, I talked to Rob McCracken. He said, all right, if you want us to change this week, this late in the camp to a southpaw, I guess we'll do it." That didn't sound like confident. That did not sound confident at all. If you want us, you know, it's on you. Why would you say that to Eddie Hearn? They didn't want to fight Luis Ortiz, like I've told you, because why would you sound that unconfident? Or you know, why would you lack that confidence? Talking about, hey, Eddie, you know, I'll train him if that's what you want to do. We'll train him for a southpaw. You'd be like, shit, yeah, bring Luis Ortiz. Miller messed up, bring him. We ready for the smoke. You know, you're going to have a little bit more pizzazz and shit. They didn't want Luis Ortiz. Like I said, even if you don't believe my theory right there, if they wanted Luis Ortiz, why didn't they fight him? Joshua, that was embarrassing. He's bigger. He had the full camp. He said he trained for 16 weeks. 16 weeks. He flexing, talking about breaking Ruiz's jaw. He looks physically strong. He looks bigger. He's taller. He's an Olympic gold medalist, whereas Ruiz isn't. He had a 16-week camp to Ruiz's maybe 5-week camp. Ruiz don't look the part. Ruiz is much shorter. Ruiz is backing him up. Ruiz got hurt bad as fuck and showed heart. When Joshua got hurt bad as fuck, he looked timid and was trying to clinch, and he didn't look like he knew. That's a gold medalist we're talking about. And he didn't look like he knew what he wanted to do in there. And he looked apprehensive, he looked hesitant, and he looked gun shy, especially after that. And then he tried to like sell out when he caught Ruiz with the big shot. After that round 3, he was embarrassed, so he was super timid and he wasn't committing, and Ruiz was winning all those rounds. And then he, at one point, round 5 or 6 or whatever, he caught Ruiz with the flush shot and he tried to sell out real quick. What I mean by selling out is he tried to pounce on him real quick and thought he was hurt enough that he could just get him away, you know, get him out of it. When he seen Andy Ruiz wasn't finna go for it, then he stepped off the gas and then he went back to how he had been fighting. So he sold out. He sold out. Oh, I seen something, you know, Mikey Garcia shit. I seen something. He thought he seen the opportunity, so he tried to jump on it. And when it wasn't clear enough that was an opportunity to stop him, then he backed off. And then he went back to the timid shit. Y'all got to know how to break this boxing shit down. We working. Sean Jones, my dude, Ego, would you accept a small super chat to take a 2-hour nap? I'm about to go celebrate and come back for a live stream. Hashtag Ego Belly. Yeah, man, I'm about to go to In-N-Out. I can't get no Ruiz, man. I'm a buy. I don't know if he drinks or whatever. I'm gonna buy Ruiz something when I see him. This man represented for America and shit. But yeah, Joshua tried to sell out. Like he spit his mouthpiece out. Wilder has concussive, I'll kill you power. You really think Joshua? Come on, bro. All the shit they saying. You think he wanted Luis Ortiz on 5 weeks notice, switching to a southpaw? You really believe that now? Knowing his team probably knows he's susceptible to certain shots or whatever. They know his chin. They know what's going on in sparring. Now do you believe that they wanted to switch from a 317-pound guy to orthodox guy to a southpaw like Luis Ortiz who can box, move, brawl? Now you believe it. That's why he was so quick. Eddie Hearn was so quick to go make it a public issue and dead the negotiations. They looked at Ruiz and overlooked it and overplayed their hand like they've been doing. Ruiz We know Luis Ortiz is a fucking slugger and boxer. We know he a fucking problem. But Andy Ruiz lost to Joseph Parker. There were no knockdowns in that fight. You know, he took some big shots. He gave some big shots. You get what I'm saying? So they thought they can, oh yeah, we could switch to him. So they went with the little guy. You know, even though he's not little because he weighed like 268, but physically he looks a lot smaller. Luis Ortiz is 6'4" and a half. I was just next to the man. He's like 6'4" and a half, and he's like he has like a good ass like old school boxer shape. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just like wide and thick legs and shit. You know, I'm not trying to dissect the man, but you guys get what I'm saying. You know, big ass calves and like he's just like he's strong. You know they didn't want to fight Luis Ortiz. That's why Eddie Hearn ran to the media and said, "Oh, we offered him money," because he knew there was confusion with the team. And, they played it. They tried it. Like Eddie Hearn's a trickster. So he tries to play these little games, act like they're so interested. And as soon as there was this riff or dissonance in Luis Ortiz's team where it didn't look like it was going to, like, commit, like he was going to commit to it, they ran and told the media and then bailed out the negotiations and then went after someone they thought they can chump, which was Ruiz. And Ruiz showed you that man, don't underestimate. I even said this, don't judge a book by its cover. Biggest boxing informational channel on YouTube. Appreciate you. He said, I love it. Man, we just here to do our job. I'm glad you guys like the information. Joshua was breathing hard. He spit his mouthpiece out. He tried to save face. He tried to give his UK fans and shit something to protest. But there was no protest if you watch this shit back. Because he said, oh shit, fight's over. And Joshua was like, what? No, bro. No one's falling for that. You talking about what? Like he couldn't understand why you got dropped 4 times and you weren't being responsive to a ref. He has to protect you. Look, Joshua was out of it. He didn't want to get embarrassed further. Look, the ref talking to him. Look, I got pictures of all this shit. The ref talking to you. Look, you got dropped 4 times. This is after the 4th time you got dropped. And the ref talking to you. Why the fuck would he allow you to continue? Okay, so the ref is 5'8" or whatever the fuck next to your ass, and he's talking to you, and you looking behind you at your corner or wherever they were at the, you're looking, keep looking over your corner, and you looking like this, bro. There's no way, unless it was a negligible ref, and he sees you not responsive and just says fuck it. You still fighting. The ref, and then when the ref waved it off, he's what? And the other reason why I don't believe that is because he went over and congratulated Joshua like he was just relieved. I mean, he congratulated Ruiz. Ruiz was celebrating. Yeah, I told you. I'm happy for Ruiz, man. Boxing makes me want to shed a tear. Just what these guys go through and losing to Parker, being written off, having a failed, contract with Top Rank, and now Top Rank mocks you. Bob Arum was talking about, he's like, oh, nobody wants to see a blubber guy. Bob Arum was talking shit about Andy Ruiz, saying he looks fat and nobody wants to see a guy with rolls and shit. How about now? Now look at Andy Ruiz. He with Al Heyman. He gonna get, if Joshua continues to fight, he gonna get another paycheck, and he's aligned with Al Heyman. Top Rank wish they had Andy Ruiz right now. He just took the guy who's always flexing with belts and stuff. He just took all them belts from him. So Top Rank, they took an L too, because whatever happened with Ruiz, they didn't do nothing with him, and he's clearly capable of beating Joshua because he just beat Joshua. I'm happy as fuck for Ruiz, but yeah, Joshua tried to play it. He looked relieved. He looked like he didn't want to be there. He just wanted to be out of there. Just like Kovalev in War 2. You could see it. Just like Amir Khan versus Crawford. You could tell when somebody want to be in there. It's not hard. Nothing was really going Amir Khan's way. Crawford was gaining confidence and slinging shots. He had already been dropped in round 1. Amir Khan sold out. So the UK is taking massive L's. Ted Cheeseman lost. AJ quit. And, stoppage or whatever. Amir Khan quit. Stoppage. Sam Eggington lost. Lomachenko tore Anthony Corolla up. Y'all taking some fades. Kell Brook was supposed to be on the undercard. He pulling out. We don't know when he coming back. Eddie Hearn taking an L. Barry Hearn said some stuff he shouldn't have said, and people aren't feeling it. The zone taking it. Man, y'all better stop playing with new media. I told you. You want us as allies rather than, you know, in your shit and against you. Real Brother 32, $25. Boxing Ego continued success, bro. You called this out in several videos, and your 7 Reasons video clearly predicted this outcome. This is true vindication for you, Blue Blood, all the new media. I'm proud of you, brother. Salute. Salute to y'all. Man, let's get a round of applause going. I appreciate everyone for the super chat. You know, you guys didn't have to do that, but appreciate it. We just here to uplift boxing, talk boxing. I don't know what else to say. I'm happy for Andy Ruiz. I'm really happy. He did his thing, and everything was against him. Everything. His weight was. Someone said, "Why did he come in at 268?" You know why he did that. He's. I don't know. They were saying like he came in fat because he's just coming for a paycheck. They was talking crazy, bro. Get the claps for Sean Jones. We got a new channel member too, bro. They're talking bad about this man. So I like to see that. You know, Katie Taylor lost too. Josh Kelly looked vulnerable, but Katie Taylor for sure lost. This is a horrific night for everything that could go wrong for Eddie Hearn kind of went wrong. His cash cow took the fade, 4 knockdown. It's not like it got stopped on cuts or something. DAZN is probably livid right now because they've invested and they hoped in Eddie Hearn to pull the trigger on this stuff. Now look at it. Now, man, we'll see. But, you know, they didn't give Blue Blood credentials. So why would Blue Blood, you think, you know, when Charlo's fighting in Houston, you think he's going to go to that? Or you think he's going to go to Andre's fight that same week when he already struggled to get credentials for this fight? Man, karma, I told you. Eddie Hearn took the L too. Karma. You know, vindication for me. Now I just go back to my regular shit. You know, regular videos. I told you we here to prove a point. We here to I told you it's gonna be them or me. Remember? I said it's gonna be them or me, and one of us ain't gonna be right. Ego just hating. Block LZ. Wow. It's our time now. We control the narrative. Yeah, man. Joshua, he looked like he didn't want to be there the whole night. Like he didn't know what to do. Man, this is like the worst combination of things that they could have done and said. They also said, Joshua, meet with me for what? Wait for Joshua Ruiz for what? Because Joshua's either going to fight someone else, retire, or rematch Andy Ruiz. So what the fuck does Wilder look like waiting around? Now he already knows he could just go with his plan. Ace, Ari, block him. They must be new here. They could just go forward with their plan now. Joshua just, he lost. So he has to decide what he's doing next. They wanted Wilder to just sit around and wait. Wilder smoked them out, and this is in devastating, crucial fashion. Crucial fashion. See what happens when you play games with America like that. It usually don't work in your favor. Oh my God, I cannot believe this shit. Anthony Joshua, holder of 3 belts, gets TKO'd by Butterbean. I mean, some dude named Andy Ruiz. What a damn disgrace. Joshua looked completely gassed, more fatigued than hurt. He don't know what he's talking about. Now, how in the hell did you let that happen? Verify the count. See, that's lightweight, still disrespect. You calling him Butterbean. He'll Butterbean you. But anyway. He talking about he was gas. No, this motherfucker. See, this is what I'm saying. We got to bring justice back to boxing. He talking about Joshua was he looked more gassed than hurt. Why is he going down to the ground then? You see how that don't even make sense? If he was gassed, why does he keep falling down and like looking physically hurt? Come on, man. He was hurt. He got hurt and it was stumbling. His legs was buckling and shit. What you mean he was gassed? So he was gassed in the 3rd round when he got dropped twice? Just like casual shit. I told you, we control the narrative. Y'all think it's a game. A lot of people don't know the sweet science like us. They can't break it down like us. That's why we tend to do our thing. The belt's back in the U.S. And actually, another thing this does is it just puts order. Now we don't even have to worry about, what's going to happen and meet with me and stuff. They got to figure out how they're going to bounce back from it. Is he going to fight Ruiz, that type of thing. Now we don't have to worry about, oh, nobody wants to see Wilder Ortiz. Why is Wilder fighting Tyson Fury? That conversation should be dead right now. Front runner. Joshua is a front runner. If it's going his way. And see, the funny thing is, Ruiz, he said he fight like a robot. I said that too. I said he's real stiff and mechanical, and he's big. If he hits you, he could fuck you up. But he's not. Ruiz out here fat, slanging shots like it's nothing. You can't teach that. Just like Tyson Fury. I seen Tyson Fury when he was at his heaviest, and he was moving and shit. I was like, damn, that's impressive. Because he had like pot belly and hella tall, built like E.T. and shit. And he was still like, da, ba, ba. He was still floating with it. You can't teach that. Same thing with James Toney. One of my favorite fighters of all time. Even when James Toney got bigger, that motherfucker was still like just nice with it. Big or skinny, whatever version of Tony, he was still nice with it at heavyweight. Joshua was like real top heavy and big. And if you guys do the rest. If Joshua was hiring physios and sports psychologists while he was winning, him coming to America and getting embarrassed and everybody talking about it, then how's he going to react to that? Like I said, it's an uphill battle. It's an uphill battle because, like I said, the mentality is there. And when you lose, that's in your mind now. And when you lose like that, I guess you could say. See, Ruiz didn't get dogged by Joseph Parker. He arguably won. So that's a loss, but it wasn't a loss like that. And that was a front runner. That's exactly what a front runner does. He blasted Ruiz, and normally he would finish guys. And the fact that he couldn't finish him, Ruiz has something for him. That's like Pacquiao versus Marquez shit. Same type of shit. Pacquiao underestimated Marquez being wounded and hurt and tried to disrespect him. Then he got caught with a counter and he got knocked out. Joshua didn't get knocked out flush, but it gave him doubts because he got knocked down twice. Oh shit. Front runner. You thought shit was sweet because you was hurt, and it's not Povetkin at age 40. It's not Klitschko at age 40. Andy Ruiz is your age or maybe a couple years older. This is some different shit. He's Mexican, Mavato Locos, you know what I'm saying? He's Mexican. He wants to smoke. This is what he's been training for. He has an amateur career. He wasn't just finna lay down. You're going to have to put him up out there. Heart. Mi corazon, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker had heart. Josh was used to front runner shit. Gary Cornish and Carlos Takam. He just walking them down, doing what he want. You really think the Wilder fight would have benefited Joshua? If you can't take Ruiz's power, you're going to take Wilder with these long-ass arms. It would have been a highlight reel knockout, I'm telling you. If Joshua fought Wilder, it would be a highlight reel knockout. Because Wilder ain't finna wait. He ain't finna wait for you to try to bomb on him and that be it. AJ, see, that's a great point. AJ was lazy jabbing after his knockdown to outpoint his way to a victory. We all found out AJ can't fight. He had been using physique only to intimidate inferior opponent. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to look. That's a great point. Why are you the bigger man, muscle bound, 6'6", and then you're fighting him timid? You're getting backed up. These aren't good signs. Just like Danny Jacobs. When in the early rounds, he letting Canelo back him up, get in the inside and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? That's not good signs. You tall. You the one that, you equal in weight. Floyd be smaller than guys and don't let people muscle him around. Andre Ward be smaller than guys and don't let him muscle him around. Joshua is like, and shit. Remember Virgil Hunter said, "Oh, I think my fighter Andre Ward can beat Anthony Joshua." Shit, that might not be out the question. Dre would have to be very careful of the power, but if he's fidgeting around and shit, Joshua Ward might be able to beat Joshua. If they were naturally the same size, he'd definitely beat him. Because Dre's a dog out here. But, you know, if he was elusive and shit, remember people thought Virgil Hunter was crazy. Yeah, he sold out. He was trying to get, like, he has to watch the tape back. He has to watch the tape back. Joshua, after getting rocked and hurt, he was completely content not winning rounds and trying to give this half-ass, like, account of trying to win the round. He didn't want to be there, bro. Because Joshua was, like, jabbing and not committing, and, you know, it was weird to see, to be honest. Pressure burst pipes. He got hurt, and he didn't want to get hurt again. He didn't want to let people down, and he was living in his head, or didn't want to embarrass people. He was not out there trying to really, like, oh, fuck, like, get some get back. That's questionable, which is what I said. Floyd Mayweather, watch this. I watch boxing. Got hurt twice versus Shane Mosley, 2 fucking times in round 2. He got clinched. He clinched Shane Mosley, and then Shane Mosley hit him with a temple shot, and Floyd was like, and his legs, you know, and he's like, oh shit. Floyd started walking Shane Mosley down and landing shit on Mosley. And had it not been for Floyd, he didn't go down, but he was so visibly hurt, you had to give that round to Shane Mosley. I would give him a 10-8 round because he had you badly hurt. But Floyd, watch round 2. Floyd went from being badly hurt to, okay, this motherfucker is not coming to play with me, and was like, and was winning the last portion of the round, and then the bell rang. Joshua got hurt and completely sold out and was at best trying to give the appearance like he was going after it, but he wasn't really committing to anything. And then if he did manage to land a shot, like, you have an 8-inch reach advantage. You have whatever height advantage, 4, 5, 6 inches, and you have an 8-inch reach advantage. How are you not jabbing? Like, how are you not having a committed jab? Like, you know, a committed jab? That's crazy. He didn't want it. He didn't want it. He was so conscious of the hand speed and shit. And some of y'all are fucking stupid. That's what it is. I can't be nice about it. Some of y'all are fucking stupid. Wilder has crazy speed at 6'7". He's fast. This man hit Dominique Brazil. Brazil was trying to land a punch, and Wilder said, "Hap," and then spun away and started dancing and shit. Wilder got speed and athleticism and a bigger frame, and he's athletic, and he hits harder than Andy Ruiz with long arms. I don't know who has longer arms, Joshua or Wilder, but I know Wilder's arms are longer than Ruiz. Ruiz definitely, this is a bad look, because Ruiz, he got T-Rex arms compared to Joshua and Wilder and shit. And you let him on the inside, and you had a lazy jab. Wilder got a good jab. Wilder got definitely longer arms than Ruiz, and he's athletic with speed. I don't see how y'all thought that fight would have been good for Joshua. This is why they stalled it out, because they were at best trying to get Joshua prepared for that. So in the event that he did lose, you know, at least we cashed out and did 70,000. It's over for old media. It's over. Man, Ruiz had these little ass arms, and he walking you down. He beating you to the jab. He getting on the inside. Ruiz is raw. Just give it up, you know. Just give it up. Y'all need to put some Mexican flag emojis right the fuck now. Just give it up. Give it up for that was some blood in, blood out shit, bro. Give it up. I just need to see Mexican emojis, Mexican flag emojis right now. Man, this man had T-Rex arms getting on the inside, bro, compared to Joshua. Crazy. Joshua didn't want to get embarrassed further. He was relieved to have it stop. That's why he's spitting his mouthpiece out. You know, even him getting up when he's on all fours, he didn't look composed. He didn't look like, oh shit, okay, I'm in a real fight. He looked like he wanted to be out of there. Like just make it all end. Like like you're having a bad dream. When y'all telling me the Wilder was a good fight that he was gonna win. Wilder got long arms, speed, and he hit more authoritative. He would go out there and try to decapitate Joshua, especially off of the the fuckery, the Eddie Hearn shit, just out for pride. He would definitely try to make sure he didn't lose that fight. All the behavior was there. All I did was put the puzzle pieces together, and now you'll see. He said, "You can't get in my ring." This is why he liked Klitschko, and this is why he liked Alexander Povetkin, because they weren't, fucking with him. They're just true professionals, and they're gonna come in with bow ties and shake hands and stuff, and that's what he want. But that's what I say. America's different. Nobody gonna be proper. And see, shout out to my man Eric Kelly. Eric Kelly told Anthony Joshua to his face, "You don't want that Wilder smoke. You don't want that." Shout out to Brooklyn. Real talk. Eric Kelly was at one of the fights at the Barclays, and Joshua was there or wherever. Maybe it was Canelo at Madison Square. It was in New York, and Eric Kelly pulled up on him and said, "Oh, what about the Wilder fight?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's good." He's like, "You don't want that smoke." He said that to Joshua. He was like, "Oh, that's your opinion." My dude Eric Kelly said that to Joshua. Icy said he getting that chon. Ruiz getting that chon. Man, y'all need to stop playing with new media. Eric Kelly real as fuck. I have an interview with Eric Kelly. He called the fight too. He called this fight. Eric Kelly's a don. Like, man, he said, "You don't want that fight." I was like, "Damn, you just gonna do him like that?" And then the people, when I did the video, they was mad as fuck at me. "Oh, he's fucking hate, bro." Y'all should have never fucked with old media. Just sit your ass down. Don't try to compete with us. Look, I'm petty. I'm bringing all this shit back. We gonna be spending a lot of quality time together. See you later, sweetie, honey, sugar. Look, Boxer pulls up on Anthony Joshua 5 months ago, 43,000 views. December of 2018.
Kelly says to Anthony Joshua that he doesn't believe he wants to fight Wilder and wants smoke. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with a smoke. He was saying he wants to see going through with it, having an epic fight with Wilder. Wilder Fury, some controversy. They've aligned themselves to, join forces like Voltron, and it's kind of overthrown what Eddie Hearns and AJ had planned, and I really believe that. They want this fight. Questions by Chris Mannix. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I do believe Wilder will probably rematch Fury, and now all of a sudden AJ is doing American media interviews and saying stuff about how he wants it in April, but those guys look to be tied up and consumed with the rematch.
Bro, I've been saying this for months.
Try to get the breaking stream. Luis Ortiz, arm. Make sure you. Well, April 13th, I'm looking to find next. We finished this chapter of 2018. This is a real deal. 2019 is a new chapter. Wembley Stadium, potentially good villain. I'd like to fight here. You want that Fury smoke? You want that Wilder smoke? Me personally, I don't think you want that Wilder smoke. I think it's a lot of fear. I think you might be a little fear that Wilder smoke. That's good. What can I say? That's how you feel? That's how I'm yeah. But you got the experience. So if you enjoyed this
Bro,
video and one more.
Eric Kelly real as fuck, dog. He said, "You want that Fury smoke? You want that Wilder smoke?" Cause me personally, I don't think you want that Wilder smoke. I don't think you want that Wilder smoke. I think you fearful. Bro, bro, hey, I'm not fucking with Brooklyn, bro. I'm not fucking with Brooklyn. These cats got no chill, dog. No, it's not even, no. Bro, y'all, M020, delete that. Delete your comment. Stop, stop doing all that shit, bro. M0021, delete your comment, man. You trying to give snitches ideas and shit. No, it's not. The clip didn't even come from him. Stop that.
Of 2018. Yeah. I'm wishing everyone Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. 2019.
See, you talking about Christmas.
In Wembley Stadium, or potentially, God willing, I'd like to fight here. You want that? You want that? You want that Fury smoke? You want that Wilder smoke? Me personally, I don't think you want that Wilder smoke. I think it's a lot of fear. I think you might be a little fear that Wilder smoke. What's good? What can I say? That's how you feel? That's how yeah. But you got the experience. So if you enjoyed this
Bro,
video and one more.
I'm done. This motherfucker. He said, how you gonna ask him a question? He said, you want that Tyson Fury? You want that Wilder smoke? Me personally, he didn't even let him answer. He said, because me personally, I think you got a lot of fear. Bro, he pulled up. Look, the UK was mad. Look. Bro, that's why I don't care about likes and dislikes. They still on that. They still on stupid shit like that. Bro, I'm the truth. I'm on that debate. 571 likes, 587 dislikes from December 16th. They was mad, but he was right. So, like, how you mad at him? He said, I don't think you want that. Look, and the people that been riding with me, I know who y'all are. Look, was repping New Media. Shout out to Adrian. You know, people was hating. They was mad. Look, I got receipts for everything I say. He gonna knock Wilder out. Wilder's bitter towards AJ. Joshua's look. This is what they were saying. Wilder's so bitter towards AJ. Joshua has achieved so much more in a short space of time. He got a gold medal at the Olympics. He earns 3 times as much as Wilder. Look, 44 likes. Bro, that's why I care. I don't care about likes and dislikes and shit. This is why. Because y'all do all this shit and y'all look stupid as fuck in the end. Meanwhile, I'm getting caked out with these super chats, getting that bag. And then it's just business as usual. Told you that man Ruiz was not playing. Told you that. The man just dropped. He did better than Klitschko. Klitschko is a 10-year, reign and shit. And Andy Ruiz this is legendary shit. He's 6'1.5". Put Joshua on the canvas. Styles make fights. Put Joshua on the canvas fucking 4 times. Made him, quit his way out. Just like Crawford did Khan. It's looking bad for the zone. Bad for the UK people that, advocated. Man, I'm out. I got to get this money.